Good morning, everybody, on this Tuesday, and we are live. That's right, we're all here. Gang's all here.
Nice.
Good morning, Moon and Lern and
Good morning.
Energy
Rafe and King Scott.
Good morning, sir.
All feeling good today. Blessed by David Lee Roth last night.
Yeah, we got baptized by David Lee Roth.
Baptized by David Lee Roth over at the factory. First time there. First time ever at the factory.
What'd you think?
What a baptism for you.
How long has the factory been open for?
Oh, man. Well, let's see.
Few years.
I would say 2020, maybe 21.
Okay, so let's call it 3 years. Let's call it 3 years to be safe.
Okay.
My dream has always been to have a concert venue within 20 minutes of my house.
Mm-hmm.
July 16, 2021. It only took you four freaking years,
Well,
dude.
all in time, you know.
Well, you had to wait for the right act.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd always be like, oh man, something's at the pageant. It's too far.
years.
It's a whole thing. It was always a whole thing.
We've been telling you about shows for 4 years, and this is this
always,
is what gets you there.
It took David Lee Roth.
Who in this room has gone to the pageant, circled the block 4 times, and then just went home?
That would be one. That would be you.
You've done it too? Nice.
I've done it, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I was supposed to be introing a band. And, like, the move is you get there about, 20, 30 minutes before they tell you you're going to be on stage. And I forget what the band was, but, Tommy asked a favor of me, and I went all the way down there. And, I couldn't do the move.
Yeah.
And it was just jam-packed. There was, like, a show at Del Mar. There was a show at Pageant. There was a show down here.
Yeah.
I think they were doing a parade or something that day. And I was in people traffic, and I texted Tommy.
It was a perfect storm.
I texted
no
Tommy,
parking.
and I said, it's a disaster. I tried. And I took a picture of the front and said, see you later. And I left because there's no way. First of all, there's no way I was going to even make it in by the time I needed to be on the stage.
I was just going for enjoyment.
Right.
And meeting people there, and I cruised down, turn on to Del Mar. 1 nope around the building, 2 nopes, 3 nopes,
You're out.
4 nopes, done.
Oh,
Wow.
On my way home.
Four nopes and you're out.
Going home.
Well, this
So
is
it always was a dream of mine to have a place within 20 minutes. I mean, literally within. I mean, it took me 15 minutes
with parking.
with parking.
That's
From the
amazing.
moment I pulled out of my driveway, I set the old timer. Let's see how long it's going to take. 15 minutes from the time I backed into my spot.
Excellent.
I go, whoa. It took one man to bring me down there. David Lee Roth.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there were some,
This is like your sphere. You had to wait for the right act.
there were a lot of shows that I would have liked to have seen at the factory. For instance, Jerry Cantrell was there. Was it earlier this summer?
No,
He was
that
at
just
Hawthorne.
He was at the factory.
A couple, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm a big Alice in Chains fan. It was during the week. I don't do things during the week.
Right. That's right.
But I did David Lee Roth last night. And let me tell you why. Because it was David Lee Roth and only David Lee Roth.
The Roth
There was no
Show.
opener.
That's right.
There was no opener. I was told he'd be on stage at 7:30, and damn it, he was on stage at 7:30.
Excellent.
He was off stage at 9:30.
Yes, he was. Actually, even before that.
Now, can we be honest? This was a win-win for you because you were either going to see David Lee Roth or the Corey Feldman version of it. You were going for either or and both.
I will say that my expectations were
Fuzzy.
that's a great way of putting it. I don't want to say they were low.
Right, they were fuzzy because if he
Tempered.
if he was like a Corey Feldman thing, you would have thought that was entertaining too.
Yeah. Either way, I was going to enjoy myself.
Hell yeah.
So we went. I think we all met up at 6 o'clock out at the District Four Hands, which is right next door. That whole place is. I mean, it's great.
It's so great.
It's great.
Within great parking.
It's great.
You can walk. It's fine. Safe.
Because you could
Super
get
cool.
something to eat. You could get get something to drink.
outside.
You could get a
inside.
haircut.
If you, is there a haircut place?
Yes,
I believe there is a salon
You
there.
could go host some games.
Hot
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
and
To learn
haircuts.
martial
It's the
arts.
district.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
There's a dojo.
Is there a
karate kick
dojo
something.
there?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I can work out at House of Pain if I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're waiting, it's great.
I was looking when Lern and I and Mike walked by, we were looking in the dojo to see if maybe he was in there warming up.
Oh, God. Would have been hilarious.
If we saw him in there with a katana doing a form right now, I'd lose it. That's how he gets ready. He was not in there.
Yeah, because there's forehands, there's High Point, there's Steve's Hot Dogs, there's Napoli, Narwhals, which is the boozy slushies.
There's something for every type of person.
There's the candy store for the kids.
And the
And the
weirdos.
weird. Did you go in there?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
For the kids and
Thought
the
about
kid
it.
touchers, is that what you're saying?
Or weirdos, listeners of this show. I don't know.
What's that place called? It's Sugar? It's Sugar.
The sugar now.
It's Meshuggah. But yeah, so we met down there at 6 o'clock, had a couple drinks, and then walked on over to the factory. I parked my car, perfect spot.
Same.
Perfect spot. First spot to get out. Backed in that spot, first, gone. So walked over to the factory, picked up our tickets, and walked in. And you guys were with me the first time I walked in, and my eyes were wide. It was a whoa. This place is so new. It's nice.
4 years old, still got that new smell.
It's got that new concert venue smell. And just when you walk in the lobby, I mean, it's the big, tall, towering, ceiling. The nice decor, the stairs going up to the second floor.
Right.
Nice little bar in front. Windows, so you could see, so there's a lot of natural light. Awesome. Loved it.
Good.
Loved it. I do want to shout out Dan Merker, the head guy over there at the factory. Hooked it up for us.
He really did.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Really, really hooked it up. Everybody was so nice to us.
They were. Everybody was out.
Everybody was there to have a good time.
Yes, and be entertained. And we were. Because I feel like that's where a lot of the naysayers got it wrong. When you're sharing these videos of Dave sounding like trash. It's not that we were expecting greatness in a way of talent with the voice. We wanted to be entertained, and it was top-notch entertainment.
We wanted to be in the presence of the man, to be in the same room as the guy. So we walk actually into the concert hall itself.
What do you think about that layout?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Open and wide.
Open, and the room sounded fantastic.
Was that your first time there as well, Scott?
Yeah, my
Scott's first time too.
and-
Two
Wow,
virgins.
What is it? The Scots are just
Yeah.
avoiding.
We popped our factory cherries last night.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
What?
Isn't that cute?
Dude, we held hands and did it.
It was so cute.
We got it done,
Be
Scott.
together, yeah.
I'm happy for
Thank you, man.
Scots.
We got it done.
Thanks for helping me through it.
So we were up in the VIP. Again, thank you.
Fancy. I've never had
Fancy.
that. Where's that?
Couple of tables
Oh, you
behind the
wouldn't.
Had a
soundboard.
couple tables.
I know. I wouldn't know. That's why I'm asking.
Had a couple tables.
Didn't even need them, though.
Didn't need them.
do you
We
mean
were not
tables?
seated.
My
Where
ass
is this?
never even grazed a chair.
So they had chairs out.
Oh, yeah. It was a
Not on the
seated show.
floor. Not on the floor. The floor. The floor
had
was
chairs.
I did.
Yeah, the floor had chairs, but nobody was
Oh, you know
sitting.
what? I didn't even notice because everybody was standing.
Everybody was standing.
Everybody
Here's
was
your
standing.
sign. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was standing.
And that's where they got it wrong. They shouldn't have sold seats down there. I mean, I guess they'd get them more money, but everybody wanted to dance and stand. It was not a seated show.
I had
think-
no idea there were seats down there because everybody was standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
That's
so
how
you,
I
so
weaseled
you had
down.
What, tables by the VIP. What is that? Is that by the sound? By front of house? The soundboard?
No, in the back of the room, but the back of the room is elevated.
Yeah, there's there's a couple of different landings. Yeah.
okay.
And there's a bar back
And then
there.
and then the balcony.
The balcony up top. I did not see the balcony.
Okay.
Was it open?
Yeah, there were people up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was open. It was open for sale. I didn't see how many people were up there, but down looked pretty full.
I looked up there when I went down to the floor, and it looked like pretty populated up
Would
there.
you say 75% full?
No, I would say probably 65.
60%.
65.
65.
Yeah.
You like
Still
that
looked really good though.
You like that
It
steampunky
did.
thing that's moving up in the top?
He didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
He was
Doesn't move
under
anymore.
there was like a canopy.
Oh, it wasn't
over us,
moving?
so you couldn't
There's
see
like
up.
there's like gears up above, but they haven't been turning the last couple times I've been in there.
Yeah.
They used to turn and be all, we're in
Neato.
the factory, dude. And now it's just like,
Yeah, the factory-
the
the
motor
factory-
broke and you get
factory
it. There's
decor.
gears up there. Yeah. They did not fix it.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because the balcony was an overhang.
Yeah, the warranty on those is about 3 years, so you missed it.
We get it.
Yeah. Parts and
It's- I
labor.
don't need to see it. I'm not there. I'm not there for the gears going.
They didn't
Well.
get the parts and labor warranty on the giant gears in the ceiling.
Well, let me tell you,
It's in the details, bud.
Rafe walked. First of all, you got there, I think, last. King Scott walked in. You had a sweet leather jacket on,
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank
like
you.
a sweet leather jacket, a brown leather cowboy hat.
Yeah.
My man.
Scott was the sharpest dressed person
Well, thank you.
until Rafe walked in. I'm sorry, buddy. You had the title for
Yeah.
you had the title for maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. I'll take it.
Because I even comment like, dude, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
You look cool.
You look
Thank
cool.
you, man.
You look cool. And then Rafe walked in with spandex on.
Yeah, that wins every time.
Yeah.
And I said, sorry, buddy, but I gotta give it to the guy that went all in with spandex.
Oh my.
And you could see everything, Rafe.
Just the way the Lord intended. Our Lord Roth, David Lee.
Which we have
Very
to get to
cute.
that when Scott left. You missed the David Lee Roth sermon, and it was really something.
Boy.
When we went to go inside the venue, they go, hey, sir, to you, can you empty your pockets? I go, what pockets?
Yeah. I demanded
That's
a pat
all,
down.
man.
The man is wearing spandex. There are no pockets.
Giving off that illusion.
There are no pockets. And it was yellow. What we call it? Yellow.
Red and yellow striped. These were sanctioned David Lee Roth, stage worn replica. I believe 1981 or 82. Will Pelly had a shirt on where David Lee Roth was jumping up in the air, and he had the pants on that I had on Will Pelly's shirt.
Right. Yeah, Chef Will, our buddy from Rockstar Tacos,
So,
who caters. He does the factory catering.
You talking about the red and white ones that look like candy cane?
kind of, but they're red and yellow.
They look like wrestling outfit almost.
Here. I have a photo for evidence.
Like the old, not scorpions, striper? Like the
Yeah,
old- the old
kind
striper?
of
Yeah, kinda Striper-esque.
that color palette.
He did look like a superhero.
Oh, okay. They go up and down. You look like a carnival worker, like a trapeze artist. Oh, this one. Like this is red and black when he's wearing it.
Yep. He had many variations of that, but yeah, those exact pants only in red and yellow.
Yeah, look, he's got black and purple ones too. He's
Oh yeah,
he's got
different
them all.
variations. Different variations.
He had
Wow.
many
Those-
made back in the day.
Those are neat.
I also had the black chevron, but those were white crotched, and I felt like I went with the less
Yeah,
egregious of the two.
here's the ones
'Cause
that
the
you-
white chevron. Those are the ones I had on right there. Bam.
Yeah, there were some good outfits. There were some good outfits there last night. You know, you were up there. You were on the mix as far as best outfits overall of the night.
Okay.
Lern, you saw some interesting.
Yes. I talked to a ton of listeners. People came up. It was a bro night. Lots of bro dates. I was telling my husband, I said, I want to say I was one of maybe 40 women that were actually at the show.
Not a lot of wives along for the ride.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it at least. But I talked to
Yeah, it was
lot of
definitely a
dudes.
bro show.
It was
a bro.
great.
It was a bro show.
But so I saw this guy at Four Hands before, and he was really nice, big listener of the show, and he had a shirt on that said "Dad in the streets, lady," or "Dad in the sheet." I'm sorry, "Dad in the streets, Daddy in the sheets." Okay, and it was like this, I think, red shirt.
Dad in the streets, daddy in the sheets.
Right, and I was like, "Oh," and so he was giving me some crap, and I was giving him crap about his shirt. I go, "Is that true, or are you just wearing it?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and so I thought he was there with like his girlfriend or something, with that sort of shirt on. And then later, before we left Four Hands to go over to the show, he was like, "Hey, come meet my buddy." And so walked over, a guy in a Led Zeppelin shirt. They just had some chicken sandwiches. And I'm looking at both of their shirts, and I'm going like, his friend has a Led Zeppelin shirt on, which I think is incredibly perfect for a rock show. And then his buddy is wearing this daddy shirt. And I asked him,
Dad in the streets, daddy in the sheets.
I go, do you care that your bro is wearing this shirt? And he kind of looked at I don't think he had read it yet. You know, like, I don't think guys are looking at each other's shirts, I guess. And,
He was supposed to give me that shirt back weeks ago.
and so I was like, what do you think about this? He's like, yeah, I think it's fine. You know?
Sounds like our
Hilarious.
friend Jeremy would wear it.
I wouldn't have thought anything of it.
Yeah.
It was that kind of environment. Everybody was having a good time.
Yes.
And we get into the venue, and Rafe turned to me and said, I'm legit excited about this.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, this is not a bit. Like, I'm legit excited to see David Lee Roth come
Before
out.
he came on, I was nervous. I was scared. Just a little. Because I was like, one, I believe it's going to be good. And I think the naysayers can suck it. And two, if I'm wrong, I'm going to be, and people start hating, I'm going to start swinging on people.
Well, so I'm telling you, 7:30 came and the lights went down. He was on time. Lights went down, and there was no intro. There was no pomp. There was no circumstance. It was, you heard his voice, and then boom, house
There he
lights
is.
on. He's on stage.
And it's just click, 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 click.
Panama.
Boom, boom, bam, bam,
Panama.
bam, bam, bam.
Yes.
Right
They
in.
closed with Jump, but they opened with Panama.
He looked like a little marionette man.
he did.
He had his hair slicked back, and he had all leather on.
All leather.
All leather.
Yeah, and he reached that age, that old man age where he ain't got no ass left.
Yes.
When I snuck up front and he was like dancing around, I was like, he had that Kermit the Frog butt, which is why he looks like a marionette. I think it looks like somebody's like puppeteering him up there because it's like, ain't no strings on me. Look like Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like his butt's trying to go through the front of
Yeah, a
him.
little sexy
He definitely
Pinocchio.
looked like a
Yeah.
Dude,
Pedo.
I'm telling you. So he comes out on stage, place goes crazy. Everybody's smiling because there he is. There's the guy. He's smiling. He's got his David Lee Roth perma smile,
Yes, his little marionette smile.
his marionette smile. So the band ripped, dude.
They
The
were
band
great.
was great.
The backup singers, the whole
Four
bit.
black dudes as backup singers, which
Yep.
was, and I told Moon off the air, all the parts that David Lee Roth could not sing, the backup guys did.
And they killed it.
And they were great.
All those high notes, all like Running with the Devil,
I'll tell you all about it.
that and
Yes.
that and all the backup singers.
And they sounded exactly like Dave.
Boom.
Okay.
You don't appreciate that?
Oh, I do for him. That's great. If I can't sound like me anymore, I want a whole bunch of people to sound
Hell
like
yeah.
me.
When you
Just
know
move
your
forward.
limits, you know your limits.
Yeah, sell the
I ain't
name,
gonna,
you do
I
the
ain't gonna
work.
attempt the.
Those men were up there with actual talent, and he was just riffing. And they let him. And I was watching them interact with Dave, like the whole band.
Yeah.
They love him. They know what this is. They understand the spectacle of it, and they are supportive. And I was like, this is everything I want for David Lee Roth.
Cool.
And as far as a letter grade goes, I will grade the show. This is the official grading
Oh, my.
of David Lee Roth at the Factory, August 25th, 2025. Let it be known. Write your grade down.
Okay.
Let it be known that David Lee Roth gets an A-.
I wrote A+.
A+.
I wrote A plus.
A++++.
I wrote A minus.
A-.
It was great.
What do
That's
you?
how good that was.
What more could you possibly want from the man?
I know.
He came out. Here's the thing. It was great. He can still sing. He can't hit the high highs.
Yeah, I mean,
and he knew, and he got an awesome band. He got four. He had four dudes back up singing. He comes out. He's totally Dave. He's in the moment. Does 2 hours, opens for himself. No pomp and circumstance. Comes out as Lee Roth as you could be. Tells stories in between. Hilarious. It's like you're getting stand-up bits in between. Very David Lee Roth. Does all the hits. Opens with Panama. Closes with Jump. Does almost every Van Halen hit. Maybe he didn't do Ice Cream Man, a couple of his solo stuff, but like
yeah,
nothing
I
obscure.
I was the only disappointment was there was no solo Dave. That was
That's
would
the
like
minus.
Just Like Paradise,
Yankee
Just a
Rose.
Gigolo,
I would have liked that.
Yankee Rose.
If he'd have done Yankee Rose in Spanish, it would have been there had to be a new letter grade invented.
What's better than A++?
But he surrounded himself with talented musicians who were killing the Van Halen songs. Those dudes were coming in at the right time, and like singing harmonies on the high notes.
Yes,
It sounded great.
And there, listen, there were some notes that he struggled to hit, but in the mix, it was still good. And what's great about a show like that is one song's done, and everybody's the anticipation of what the first note of the next song is going to be.
Totally.
Like everybody's like, claps for, that was great, Panama. Now everybody's listening.
What's it going to be?
Like, what's it going to be? And then you hear it, and then you go, Main Street. Everybody goes nuts.
Yep.
This was a highlight for me, this song.
Wasn't expecting this.
I wasn't either.
There was a couple of those.
Let me play this out a little bit. And the guy playing the Eddie Van Halen stuff was, I don't know his name, but he was great.
Fantastic.
Dude, this ripped. Place was going nuts, too.
Table over, I think.
You did. Tell me all about it.
At night I walk this stinking street past the crazies on my block, and I see the same old
this gotta go on.
faces, and I hear that same old talk.
To my liked
And I'm
playlist
searching
on my-
for the latest thing I break in
the
this
rotation.
routine. I'm talking some new kicks, ones like you ain't never seen. This is home.
Yeah, and this is where the backup singers were killing it. Dude, that song and
Was it this guy?
Ali Strada.
Alistrada?
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. He rips. He's
What
did,
else? What
he's-
else is he in?
He's been like a Van Halen tribute guy for 3 days.
Oh, really? Oh, imagine being in a tribute band and them
maybe more.
going, "Hey, you're
Yeah,
going to tour with David Lee Roth."
He's been shredding the Halen stuff, the Eddie stuff forever.
Oh, he was.
He's
nails.
really good.
The guy that was with Atomic Punk last time, their guitars, he went out with David Lee Roth.
Oh, he did.
And then joined the Atomic Punk guys. They
Atomic
also
Punk
played,
is the tribute act.
Yeah.
He's definitely got some gravity because he's played with some. I mean, Jason Becker was in his band.
Steve Vai was in his band.
Steve Vai was in there for a minute. John Five. Steve Vai's with Sammy now, right?
No, Joe Satriani's with.
Satriani, that's right.
Steve Vai was with David Lee Roth, the first solo run.
Yeah, Vai and the Jason Becker. I mean, he's played with
Oh yeah, I mean,
like 8 of the 10 greatest guitar players.
Tops
in
of the
last
top.
40 years.
yes, Rafe.
Drop Dead Legs.
That was good. You know what?
That was his third song, and that is like from the 1984 album. It is not one of the hits, but it's an awesome song, and I was like, nice.
How about this one?
There were a couple.
See if you remember this one. This was another highlight for me. This is one of those, like, it was a single, but it wasn't like one of their huge ones.
You better call me a doctor, feeling no pain, overloaded down the drain. Somebody give me a doctor.
Oh, yeah, this was so good last night, too.
You better call up the ambulance. I'm
Well, listen, overall, great experience.
That's great that you got to see Estrada. Like, everybody talks about him being probably the best imitator as far as the Eddie stuff.
Dude, he was.
Because I don't want to see Satriani do it. I saw a couple things and I was like, that sounds like Satriani covering Van Halen.
Yeah. No, this guy was.
He
so
was
on it,
nails.
and he truly was the star of the stage. Like the whole time, he carried that whole thing.
Aside from
Estrada?
David Lee
Well,
Roth.
yeah, but I mean, like the music part, like the.
It's as if the band has always been Eddie.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Well, and there was only one guitarist, and
Oh,
it
wait,
sounded like there were more than one.
But yeah, that's what's weird. It was just crazy.
What?
Nothing. When people say, it's like, it's just the band has always been Eddie. I believe the band was greater than the sum of its parts. Because
Yeah,
it
for
wasn't
sure.
ever the same when David left. Eddie is great. Alex is great, but also like that wasn't Eddie up there.
Well,
just
I
some
also,
dude.
I also present you Gary Sharon.
Yeah. That
We
was
don't
just
wanna
a
talk
guy
about
playing
Gary
Eddie.
Sharon.
We don't talk about Gary. We don't talk about Gary.
Someone talked about him in line while we were.
Yeah.
About Gary Sharon?
Band was the brothers.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It was
Listen.
the sum of its parts. Come on.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. But I mean, but the sound. I mean, dude, Eddie is like
The guitar
even
sound, yes.
If Satriani can't even do Eddie, then Eddie was the.
Well, although
What if Gary Sharon was their first lead singer? Are they still Van Halen?
Sure, man. I don't know what you want from me.
I'm just saying, do you think
it's
he
all
wants
great?
you to love Dave.
he wants you to love David Lee Roth.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
have to love him.
I love
just
Dave.
give him a little bit of credit.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just. I'm happy
let's
that you
not
got
all
to
get
see
butthurt,
Estrada.
guys.
I'm not-
Let's not get butthurt.
I'm not at
Both
all.
of you guys, stop it.
Can I say this? What Eddie Van Halen could do in soloage, David Lee Roth does, and just getting up there and riffing and telling us stories.
Scat man.
The scatting, the sex talk, the two best inventions, which was the birth control pill, and then what was the second thing?
Oh, he said 3, which is hilarious. He goes, 3 things were invented at the same time that changed the world. 1, the pill.
Oh, and the second was the twist.
The twist.
twist, yes.
And then he forgot the third and he just went back into the song.
Yeah, that was
yes.
interesting.
Hell yes.
Was there no karate? Was there any
Yeah, there was
karate?
a little.
Lots of shaking.
A lot
A
of,
lot of shaking.
lot of
no.
microphone twirling.
Yeah, the microphone was his.
I didn't,
man.
that was also took a score down a little bit. There were no high kicks.
Well,
Well, I mean, come
he
on, you
grinded
can't
on
do
his
that.
microphone
He did
stand,
some
and I got it
kicking
all
when
on
you
video.
left. He saved the kicking for the end.
He did a lot of microphone stand
You
grinding.
didn't stay till the end.
I didn't stay to the end, no.
What was the last 2 songs?
Adam, he did Jump.
Jump is the
and,
encore and-
Ain't Talking About Love.
Sounds right. Yeah. God, it all blended together. It just was so good.
I mean, I left when Unchained, when he started doing Unchained.
He started forgetting lyrics, or there was a song, I don't remember if it was,
Jamie's crying.
yeah, maybe something like that. He goes, I forgot the lyrics, and he couldn't start the song on time. But that's all right. He picked it up where he did. It was
I
good.
do love those moments where he would just kind of and come back to figure out where he's at.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Well, we recorded a lot of the in-between stuff, but there was a point where it got quiet. It's like, some kind of song break was like, tss, 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 tss. And he was like, you ever notice every Van Halen song's got a break in it? And he's just like, so we used to play the chicken wire shacks. That's when we would take I don't even remember what he was saying. It's like a smoke break or a different kind of break.
He did-
Pretty girl behind the stage. Like, man, this guy.
Yeah, he did talk about verbal judo.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is a new
Verbal
term.
judo. No, we didn't get to meet Dave, although some of us waited behind the venue after the show.
That's right.
By the buses to meet Dave.
I told the guys as Jump was playing, because Will Pelly, Chef Will, said, hey, the minute Jump is done, he's getting on the bus and rolling. And I'm like, good to know. So I told Rafe and Mike Leahy and John Cannavara from Live Nation and AD from Keishi, I was like, hey, I'm going to the bus. Like, we're going to see if we
Poor
can see
AD,
him.
by the way, who does mornings on Casey. He wanted to leave with me.
I know.
And
But he was having
'cause
fun.
He's like, I got to get up early too.
Yeah.
And I guess he stayed to hang out to meet Dave.
He did. So the 5 of us or whatever, we walked back there. We were the first ones to the gate. And then a huge crowd came after doors. And, we were right by the bus. And then I stayed for an hour waiting for him. And then Mike and I, and this other guy named Dan, we walked to our cars. And then Rafe stayed behind. And then Mike and I got a text about 15 minutes later. And it was a video from Rafe showing the bus leaving the opposite way.
Nice. So nice.
It's the true rock star.
Denied.
Right
Nice.
Hey,
there. I love it.
the bitter end, baby. I shall finish the game.
Yeah.
Well,
It was cool.
It was cool.
And I did get to go up in front of the crowd while we waited. I asked security, I go, do you mind if I do a reading from a Sammy Hagar cookbook where I've pasted David Lee Roth's face over him of how to make deviled eggs? And they let me go out, and I did a reading for the crowd.
I saw somebody
gathered
took a
them around.
video of it. You look like an insane person. Like you're waiting for the nut house wagon to come pick you up.
I know. I loved it.
Yeah, they're like, where are the punters? We'll go the other way.
No, there's a video. Somebody took a video of it. It's up on the social media.
It's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter. It's you literally reading from a cookbook, and it looks like the nut house van is on its way for you.
Loved it.
Because you're in spandex. You got your feather earring.
Yeah. It was awesome.
And they let him go inside the gate. They let him. He didn't look that
They're
crazy.
like,
I
he's
guess.
harmless.
Yeah, just let him do
So
it.
there's no
The
place for
spandex was like it's kind of like an all-access pass.
there's no place for a weapon, you know.
Nuh-uh.
You can't. Yeah, you could see every one of his bits.
See the
There's
weapon I
nothing.
had, and it wasn't very threatening.
So yeah, you're running with the devil eggs.
Yeah, running with the devil egg. Running with the deviled eggs.
Running with the deviled eggs. Yeah,
That's
got it.
so cool.
That's the recipe. But
I told them last night, no hype, not just because he's the show mascot. Honest to God, truth review. Top 5 concerts, as far as the fun that I had, most fun concert I've been to. Maybe top 3.
Wow.
In fact, I don't even really know what I would put in front of it because everyone was having a good time, dude. Tommy was having a good time. Tim Virgin was having a good time. Everyone was dancing.
Yeah.
I danced down to the front for a while.
I saw that.
And the security
you
was kind of
dance.
mad dogging me, and I just started pretending to know people and talked to them and got in some seats and then shimmied my way to the middle. And
it's so funny. I had no idea.
he
there
got
were
real
seats.
quiet, and I was like, I love you, Dad. And he looked down at me. And I was like, he's about to say, if he talks to me, I'm going to be hyped. And he didn't. He went.
You
back
were
into his
hoping for a
bit.
call on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
That's
There
all I
wasn't
wanted.
I was almost expecting you to hop up on stage.
I almost was like, what if I got to get up early? What if I just ran on? I'm like, how mad would Tommy be
Not mad at all.
if I ran on stage?
I was almost expecting him to run on stage and get tackled.
Right.
There was a moment in my head where I thought that was going to happen
I was ready.
because I hadn't seen you for a while.
I was ready to die.
He was
Yeah.
either kicked out or on his way.
Yeah.
That's what you thought.
Did you see the video? I mean,
She got kicked out. She repeated. She ran up the aisle, got a video, got to the front, immediately got kicked out.
Yeah,
I go, you're
my
2
foot
for
got
2,
slapped
player.
down again.
No, from Saturday night
Yeah.
at the Aerosmith kind of band.
Another female security guard.
Did you see the video of Robert Plant? Somebody rushing the stage from Robert Plant. Oh, dude! see-
Recently?
like last week. So Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin's on stage, and somebody rushed the stage, and Robert Plant fell.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
see that.
I ended up with that. We saw him at Four Hands. There was a group of other guys, like kind of in like zebra pants and dressed up for Van Halen. I ended up with them for a while.
I believe Alice Cooper's backup band was back with us.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, really?
Which is so cool that they were still in town.
They were still in town.
Whoa.
They were in town all week.
What's their crew called? The
Because they played. Who knew? Gilby Clarke played in Granite City on Friday night.
Yeah, he's around sometimes.
He played a small place in
Wow.
Granite City. Tommy the Boss went. They played but Gilby Clarke from Guns N' Roses with the guys from the Goon Squad.
Yeah, the Goon
The
Squad.
Goon. They
yeah.
call themselves the Goon Squad. And they played a small little place in Granite City.
That's so great.
Dang. So doesn't
Did
mean
you
Nina
find the video?
Strauss wasn't there, was she? Was she there last
I'm not
night?
seeing it here, Lloyd.
Oh man, it's. Somebody look it up. But somebody rushed the stage. Poor Robert Plant, old man Robert Plant.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And he got knocked on his ass.
I don't like rushing people where they fall, but I would. It would have been great if you got on stage and just like,
I was
like
gonna
Chris
tackle
Farley'd out.
Dave. If I'd have just danced onto stage, even if I was up there for like 4 seconds and you just got bum rushed, it probably would have been worth it. But I was like, I'll be honest with you, it did cross my mind. I rarely will I admit that. I was down there dancing around inside the seats with people, and I was like,
Tommy the Boss would have been okay with it.
there was a guy that I'd met guarding the door, and he knew Tim Virgin, and he talked to him, and he seemed like a cool guy, and I was like, I think this guy would be like, whatever.
The only thing is Tommy would probably have to explain, like, hey, yeah, it's a guy from the morning show. Probably would have had
yeah.
the venue wouldn't have been happy.
No.
And you probably would have been banned from the factory.
Probably, yeah.
for life.
That's a good chance of it. Yeah.
So
and I like everybody there. Too.
You would have eliminated yourself from maybe a couple station events down the road.
I performed there too.
And possibly performing there.
So I'm glad I didn't do that. But I will. Not only was it top 5 or maybe top 3, maybe number 1 fun I've had at a concert. I think we can all agree that might be the most fun you've ever had on a Monday. in
Oh,
your life.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Funnest Monday ever.
100%.
That's what I told Lern and Mike and AD on the way out to I go, hey, no hyperbole. Maybe greatest Monday of my life.
And my child was born on a Monday. Mm-hmm. And my child was born on a Monday. So overall, thank you to everybody over at the factory, Dan and the crew over there. Everybody was great. Good
Yeah.
to see all the RizzShow listeners out there having a great time on a Monday night. Didn't get to meet Dave, but that's fine.
Always next time.
There's always next time. All right, today. Today's National Dog Day. So, cat ladies, take a seat. This is not for you.
I met a really cute pug yesterday named Maggie, so I'm good.
So, if you were to guess the percentage of Americans who have a dog, what would you say?
Oh man, like
The percentage of Americans who own a dog, at least one dog.
70%.
70%?
Yeah, I feel like everybody has a dog.
Huh.
Show me 56.
You guys are shooting a little high.
Oh, really? Under half?
42.
It's 45.
48.
45%.
Oh, wow.
45% of Americans have a dog. Think about how many people live in apartments. Think about a lot of the urban centers, a lot of city dwellers.
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
it's tough to have a dog. I guess where we live here in St. Louis, houses, not a lot of high-rise apartments. Mm-hmm. You guys haven't got those people, but 45% of Americans have a dog, compared to 32% who own cats. Many have both. If you just look at pet owners, 74% have a dog, 51% have a cat. So there's some overlap. And a new poll by the pet food brand Hills looked at how we're most likely to get a dog in 2025. And it's not from a shelter or pet store. If you got your dog from a friend or family member, you're not alone. 33% of dog owners got their last dog that way, from a friend or a family member.
Nice.
So your new dog, who'd you get from?
Family member.
Family member. See?
Yeah, that's true.
That is neat.
Shelters and breeders are next at 24% each. Then pet stores at 18%, and 10% found their dogs as a stray. Now, the big difference with cats is we're more than twice as likely to adopt a stray. 22% got their cat when it just strolled into their life off the street.
That's how I got my cats.
That's how you got your cats?
All three of them, yep.
They just strolled into your life?
Yep, my Clover showed up on my aunt's patio in Mascoutah, and then Willow was on the side of a road in Kentucky, and my friend's mom picked him up.
No way, I didn't know that.
And then Mr. Gray just arrived at my home.
Which we still think is somebody else's cat that
I
you
mean,
just
do you
feed.
even love them if you didn't pay for them? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
good
know,
question.
right?
No,
I'm
we were,
paying for him. Don't you worry about that.
I would like to say
Holy
both my
crow.
dogs rescued me.
when we were kids, we lived in Oklahoma, and there was this big park across the street, Redbud Park, and everyone would dump their animals off. So we got a few dogs, a few cats, all from that, because they'd always come to our house because we were right across the street. And one of the dogs we had for, it was like 22 years or something. He lived forever.
22 years, wow.
Yeah, Pokey.
But back to dogs. Now, the poll looked at different sized dogs to see what our favorite is. Are you a big dog person, a small dog person, or somewhere in the middle?
Well, I'd have to say right now we're in the middle because we have a small dog and a middle-sized dog. But honestly, I love them all. And I really want, like when I'm out, when the kids are out of the house and like I have like the place that I'm looking for, I want a big-ass dog.
You want a big dog?
I want an Irish Wolfhound or a big old Shepherd or something.
Okay, big dogs. Big dog or small dog?
I
Or
like
middle.
I like them all too, but I really love a small dog. I love a pug, like the size of a pug, or a Chihuahua. I think those are perfect little sizes for me. But I love a big dog too.
Rafe, you seem to be a big dog person.
I have a puggle.
Oh, yeah. The other dog was a bigger dog,
Simba.
right?
That's Tina's dog.
Tina's dog.
And that was my stepdog. I treated him like my real dog, though. I don't like giant. I don't like one Beethoven in my house. Do you know
We
what I
have
mean?
one on our block, like a big-ass St.
Pyrenees
Bernard.
oh wow.
Heck yeah.
We went to your
giant.
when we went to your daughter's cheer thing. Somebody in the stands had a cane corso up.
Oh, man, this thing was ugly as hell.
Dude, I thought of Moon because he talks about him all the time, and like this thing was a blob, but it was like muscle on muscle, dude. Like,
Yikes.
and it was just sitting in the stands. I'm like, this thing looks like the bouncer of the Lafayette.
It was in a jersey. It was in a football
Yeah.
jersey.
And they brought it
Oh my
to.
gosh.
It was in the stands, but it was
and it
like
fit.
Yeah,
It was like
fit.
it was like an adult football jersey, and it fit the
Wow.
dog.
Yeah, those are not the style that I want.
Was that a Kenny Corso?
It's Because those things are drillers. I'm looking for. There are particular
it looked
breeds
like
that
a
are not
blob.
drillers.
Well, maybe it was
It was
something else.
laying
It had
down.
pointier ears than that.
It was like a blob.
It was
Really?
a mastiff or something.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Man.
dude, these are like the Turner and Hooch ones. I think that's a bull mastiff maybe.
Yeah, this one had like pointy ears, like Batman kind of.
Oh, I mean, I think they chop some of these King Corsos
Okay.
to look like
Yeah,
that.
they
almost have like the
This thing was a
the pincher ears.
yeah. That's what
The
this dog
Rottweiler.
had.
But they look like just like
the Doberman.
mean muscle, like it can speak, like it can speak.
This
Yeah.
thing was
German
laying
or
down.
I showed this dog my ID without it even asking.
yeah,
I
it's
just
got
walked
some
by and
weird
go, hey.
Belgian accent or something.
It may have been one of those
Yeah, like
Belgian
that on the left.
Malamutes.
It looked like that right there. Boom. Whatever dog that is.
That's a King Corso. It's just all chopped.
That's what was sitting up in the stand.
Boy.
I think
But it was
a-
laying down.
It was laying, but it was
like a
big.
blob.
I mean, it does. Look at that. Like you said, it looks like Batman. Like it looks like Batman.
Yeah.
It looks like
Looks like the mask.
when Batman is not on your side.
Scott, you're a medium-sized dog guy.
Yeah, I mean, I would take any size dog, mini Maltese, all the way up to the big boys, but I love probably 50, 60 pounds right around there is the best.
Yeah, this one dog on my block is bigger than the owner.
Yeah.
It's like a tiny woman that walks this dog.
That's
And this
awesome.
thing is giant.
We've
And all I
got-
think is giant duty.
I think about this
Yeah.
all the time.
Giant
well, yeah,
poop.
that's and I want some property, so I don't have to see the poop or deal
Yeah.
with the Irish Wolfhound poop. But I think about this all the time, and I'm surprised we haven't talked about it. We have so many advances in health and technology for humans, and I know that we've slipped a little, and our average lifespan has come down. But when the heck are we going to really start investing and trying to figure out how to keep these bigger dogs alive longer?
Yeah.
So is it the bigger dogs the lower the lifespan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Usually, yeah.
dude, the Wolfhounds, the Great Danes, those things are like maxing out at 7 or 8.
Yeah, Saint
I don't want
Bernards
to
are
love a
8 to
dog for
10
7
years.
years and have to let it go.
I got to take my pushing 20-year-old dog to the vet today.
Which is spectacular. I mean,
I
what
just spent
a,
$500.
It's a
and,
miracle dog, though. People should be visiting your dog.
My God, I spent a lot of money on this guy, and I got to take him back today because if his eyes bulging, and if they don't, like I put eye drops in, and if it doesn't go down, they're like, we may have to take the eye.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I want to have this 20-year-old one-eyed dog.
Who's seen it all?
I'm like, dude, this guy just will not go to the Lord.
This
The
dog
Cyclops
is seen it
will
all.
not go
he
to the
will not
Lord.
go to the Lord because he just is waiting. He's like, hey, man, we're going to eat tonight, right? Like, all he cares about food is
Is
keeping
you
this
spending
dude.
money.
That's it.
It's
Just his
must
next
bleed you
feeding.
dry.
He lives from meal to meal. This dude is a mystery of modern science, and I love him. I do. I love the hell out of that
Well,
dog.
you just don't want to see him suffering. As long as he's not suffering.
He's not suffering. He's eating like a king. He's just chilling. He lays around a little bit. He comes over for the belly rub about once or twice a day. A lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
He sleeps about 19 hours a day at this point. Yeah, and that's okay.
So medium dogs are the most popular. So that's anywhere from 26 to 54 pounds. Small dogs are next, and then 25% say they want a big dog.
Mediums are my jam, I think. I like the
Yeah,
Aussie
right.
Shepherds.
Yeah.
I like my childhood dog was like a lab mix. He was probably about a 55, 60 pounder.
I will probably
Maybe.
forever have an Irish setter. I'm sorry, an English setter. Like Radio's an English setter, and she's like the perfect medium size, perfect temperament. Like it's just there will always probably be an English setter around.
Well,
around
I mean,
our house. And
the
now my wife, like she thought she hated small dogs, and then we got this Chiweenie, and she's like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Well, the top reasons for not wanting a big dog, first of all, not having enough room for one. They're harder to travel with, and it costs more to feed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a pack. I want a large one, a medium one, and a tiny one.
Do it, man. I mean, whether or not you keep up with them also matters. 35% of people under 45 would get a big dog compared to just 18% of people older than that.
It's wisdom.
My kids at their other household, they have a large dog, and they don't even consider it their dog.
What do you mean?
Like my son was talking, he goes, we're in class and teachers are trying to get to know you, and they asked how many dogs he had, and I said 3. And he's in the class with his stepsister, and she goes, no, you don't. You have 4, and he goes, oh, I don't count that one.
Ah,
That ain't my dog.
what kind of dog is
I don't
it?
love that dog. To be honest, I'm not sure. Some type of shepherd, maybe.
Right.
Which I would love, but he's like, no, we don't We don't talk
That
about
doesn't
that dog.
count.
No, that dog's not my life.
So here's a very 2025 question, and this is the North Carolina Supreme Court just weighed in on it. Are 60 chickens household pets?
Household pets, no, because they're not in your house.
But they're on your homestead. I mean,
No, that's a farm animal.
well,
That's a pet.
What are you talking about? You're
Well-
about to eat it.
You could have, any
60
animal's a pet.
chickens. So this couple in North Carolina, the Schroeders, the Craig and Mary Schroeder, they moved into the Oak Grove Farm subdivision back in 2017 and started keeping a big flock. So they got 60 chickens on their property. And their HOA rules say no animals, livestock, or poultry of any kind, except household pets
Oh, okay.
that are not used commercially.
So you're not eating them.
So the HOA told them, hey, get rid of the chickens, and if you don't, it's a $100 a day fine.
Oh, wow.
So the Schroeders fought back, and they said, you know what? These 60 chickens are our pets.
Yeah.
These are our household pets.
And they started selling eggs on the side hustle, and then that's how they're paying the $100 a day.
Well, so in court, Mary, the wife, testified every chicken has a name. She knew all their names and would come when called. She said she spends 1.5 to 2 hours with them every day and has a relationship with each one of those 60 chickens. But the HOA brought receipts. Craig, first the husband, couldn't remember most of the chickens' names,
Damn it, Craig.
even though he knew the dog and cat names. And they produced a Facebook post where Mary wrote, "I sell fresh farm eggs." That undercut the not used commercially part. A jury unanimously said the chickens weren't household pets. The Court of Appeals later flipped that and said the couple should have won as a matter of law. Now the North Carolina Supreme Court has reversed the appeals court. Back to the original jury verdict. One justice basically said, if you look at the evidence favorably to the HOA, it's reasonable to conclude the Schroeders didn't have any kind of close, individualized bond with each chicken that most people would have with a dog or cat. And they even did the math. With 60 birds, they claim 2 hours a day works out to roughly 2 minutes per chicken.
Good luck. I wish you well with your semantic gymnastics.
So what counts as a pet to you?
The animal that lives with me that I'm not going to eat one day.
Okay.
And also not going to eat no matter what. People ask you that question like, oh, hey, would you eat your cats? No. You're an idiot.
Is it species? Is it intent? Is it relationship? What constitutes a pet?
They got a name. They got a doctor. They got my love. I'm not going to eat them. When they die, I'm cremating them or stuffing them. That's the criteria.
Because when we had the farm, we had chickens, we had cows, and I said, don't name anything to
Yeah.
the kids. Don't. These are not to be loved.
We're not eating Walter, okay? The cow.
You could observe, you could like, you cannot love, and do not name.
That's why I can't deal with that. At my farm, everybody will have a name, and they will live until they're old. And when they die, we will have a pet funeral, and then they'll live harmoniously. And if anybody tries to poach them, I will tackle them to the ground and bury them in my backyard.
Is there a number? Is there a magic number where a pet becomes livestock? Like 1 chicken versus 60?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
At a certain point, it becomes, wouldn't that be a commercial?
Yeah, and the metrics change. I mean, if you ask somebody in rural Korea, might get a little different answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is that cat a pet? Well, for now.
You know what? I read somewhere, or maybe I dreamt this, who knows, that cat farming is like going away. People are not eating cats in other countries.
Is that in goodnews.org?
I think so.
All right.
I don't know.
I wonder if
I'm
that's,
into that, though.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there wasn't. There
It was
are-
on catrestaurant.com.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Close
dude.
it.
Catfood.net.
Catsasfood.net.
Dude, I remember. I mean, it was shocking. I couldn't believe it. Like it rocked my world, and it's still such a vivid memory. When I was a teenager, and I saw one of them, who knows, 2020s or whatever the heck it was, about the dog festival.
Yeah. Is that Korea?
Yeah, I think so. Like again, rural.
Yeah,
Korea.
yeah.
We're not talking about. Like,
It's not Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, right.
It's one of these rural.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like Branson, Korea.
And
Yes.
it's not like a common thing where everybody's doing it or something like that. But this thing made it seem like that, and it was like, warning, disturbing graphic images are
I
about
know.
to come.
I think I saw the same thing.
And brother, I vividly
They showed a cooked dog.
They
Oh,
showed
Lord.
and they showed him skinning a cat and boiling it alive.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting
Huh?
there. Oh, dude, it was.
Yeah,
It was.
I saw the same
It was the
thing.
most vividly
taste better
disgusting
that
thing
way?
I've
I can't
ever
deal
seen
with
in my
that.
life.
June 24th, 2025, headline, South Korea bans dog meat.
Nice.
June 24th of this year.
Well, do you know what's funny is they actually had I forget which dog it is, but they bred it for its like sweetness, and like it's like becoming popular in America or has in the past couple years. And
Who's a good boy?
people that know like it's like a sweeter meat or something, and that's why
What?
there was so many
Sweet meat.
Yeah, I'm
bugs.
serious. There was like a particular breed. I forget what it is. It almost looks like the Shiba Inu,
Yeah.
but it's like bigger or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Did they put
I
the
got a
weenie
picture.
dogs
Yeah,
on
they're
one
like
of them roller grills?
I don't even.
They're gold.
Like,
I hate this.
Like
They're like this
QT?
gold color.
Yeah, they put the weenie dogs on QT roller grills.
But,
Pissed me off. I'll swing on somebody.
yeah, but it's not a common
Oh.
thing. It's not a common thing, and one of the worst stereotype things we ever did. One of the members in our band when we were, oh God, dude, I can't. But we were at MTV Music Awards. You know, the freaking MTV Music Awards when it was still like a thing for Asia. All of Asia's tuning in, and we were presenters of an award on the show. And we go up there, and like the whole thing is like being broadcast to all of Asia. And they ask us, they say, you know, like part of the bit was like we were talking about what our favorite thing about Asia was. And one of us is like, you know, the crowds are louder than anybody in the world. And then the next guy said something, and I said something, and then one of our band members said, "I love how y'all eat your pets."
Oh,
No.
And he said it on MTV.
Who said that?
somebody in his band.
One of our band members, like as a joke, but like, you know, like throwing the stereotype there
the best.
probably wasn't the greatest
No.
business move.
No.
Well, is
But
that
it
when you guys
showed-
got
it showed gumption?
sequestered off to the airport?
No,
like you got
that
quarantined?
was when we
Well,
were deported from China.
Back to the chickens for a second. So you have a neighbor with 60 chickens,
Yeah.
okay? And the HOA is like, you can't have 60 chickens here.
Right.
Are they protecting property value, right? Would you want to live next door to a person who had 60 chickens? If it's let's say like where you live right now, and they have 60 chickens. Let's say Moon, where you live right now, that your neighbor has 60 chickens.
Okay.
I think I would have a problem with it. Honestly,
Well, first of all, there is a smell.
Yeah,
There
there's
is a
gonna be
definite smell.
There is a smell.
But the benefit, if you're smart, is you talk to him and be like, hey, you know that this is annoying, right? So
No,
why
I
don't you
know.
hook me up with a ton of eggs
okay,
and
there's,
then we'll
there's
call it
only
even.
so many omelets I can make, Scott.
Yeah, but
Do the omelets outweigh the stench? And if I ever want to sell my house and somebody comes to look at it and says, oh, your neighbor has 60 chickens, no thanks.
yeah, now I'm not opposed to my buddy Dan right down the street having 2, 3, 4 chickens and giving us Dan's eggs every week. That would
Sure.
be tight. But 60 right next door.
Yeah,
Right
that'd
next
be
door.
painful.
No,
you
thank you.
You are hurting our value.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
I had a chicken coop in my backyard when we bought the house, and we disabled it, and
Yeah,
there
but
was
like
chicken
one-
poop everywhere.
But like 1 or 2 chickens, fine.
Yeah, that's
Disabled
fine.
it.
Yeah, we or
Made
what
it sound
did
like
I
it
say?
was a detention center or
Oh.
something.
You
like
put a
Well, no,
lock
we
on the
put
door
it-
so no
we-
random
We
chickens
disabled
could
it.
come.
We took it apart.
So you couldn't have any chicken
You
squatters?
dismantled it.
That's what I meant. I'm tired, dude. I've been up all night.
You dismantled
I
it. You didn't
dismantled
chicken
it.
coop.
Coop will self-destruct in 7 seconds. 6, 5.
Put an egg timer out there.
so there's a big explosion in Ellisville. And it smells like, that stinks. Yeah, another chicken coop has been deactivated.
I mean, I got the room. I got these woods. I could probably put one in the woods.
You could put 1, but 60. Now, my whole thing is to 60, and these people.
It's too much.
I'm actually with the HOA
Yeah.
in this particular case.
It's
But-
fine to have like 5 or
but
10,
if you're them,
but 60 is too much.
If you're them and you're doing this, I mean, you're trying to play the semantics gymnastics as well. You know?
Oh, they're my pets?
Yeah. I mean, if you see some sort of loophole, you're gonna work it.
But
I
are
mean,
they
they're working
selling-
the system?
selling eggs and everything?
They were selling eggs.
They were,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a
they were
commercial,
at one
I
point.
mean-
I mean, yeah. But like, they're like, well, we're gonna fight this until
Yeah.
a judge decides.
Well, now the judge decided they owe $31,000 in damages.
Oh boy.
Damages?
Yeah.
What'd they damage?
Well, the $100 fine.
Oh, okay, HOA, come on.
What do you mean? Come on.
Put an end to those. They're so dumb.
No.
you know, I
They
think
said,
some-
hey,
I
you're
think-
breaking the rules.
I know,
I think there
I
are
don't-
some benefits, Scott.
Yeah, but I think
I
you-
don't think HOAs
If
are
they
all
stop doing
bad.
it, they don't need to pay that. Come on.
I hate them when I don't need them, and I love them when I need them.
They only damage their own property. They didn't damage anyone else's.
No, they're not talking about that. They're talking about they said, hey, if you do this, we're going to fine you as a deterrent. And they fought it.
Wow.
And now they owe the fines.
Yeah, the smell would be
Run
the
for
thing
HOA.
that would ruin my...
Head
Well,
of HOA.
and okay, Scott, here's a question. Now, are HOAs protecting property values or overreaching into people's private lives? Where's the balance?
Well, it depends on the HOA. Ours used to be pretty, shall we say...
Militant?
Yeah. Harsh, invasive.
Yeah, that's not good.
And now it's loosened up. I mean,
That's
remember,
not good.
remember,
It
you're
makes- it's gotta
voting
be-
these people in.
Right, there's got to be a good balance, and I think protecting property value is a primary
Yeah.
function of an HOA.
My old neighborhood had a trustee that lived on the lake, and she would like run my kids off for fishing.
Yes, that's
and, like
not
different
good.
things.
That's not
And
good.
but
She'd go screw herself.
and that's what even all the neighbors were like, yeah, she sucks, and as soon as we can get her off the board, we will, and they did.
My
and then she
roo-
was powerless.
My roommate in LA was at one moment in charge of the HOA in his little block there, and there were certain areas you could park in, and if you weren't a guest but you lived there and you parked there, you get fined. And we had one roommate that kept breaking it all the time, so he ended up started writing him tickets and charging him extra. It was just so funny that he had to do it.
Well, again, I do see sometimes a benefit, and if they overreach into your private life, screw 'em. That's not good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
speaking of public meetings and going to court and stuff like that, this is in Cecil, Pennsylvania. I love this piece of audio I'm going to play for you. So there was a meeting at local township, again, Cecil, Pennsylvania. There was a meeting on whether or not the city would be shutting down the local motocross park where they race dirt bikes because there's a lot of noise complaints. So some of the residents want this place shut down because of noise. When it came time for public comments, a gentleman stepped up to the podium, and they said, "Sir, you need to state your name and you need to state, where you live in order to start giving your statements." And then he started acting like he was driving his dirt bike in front of the council members. Listen to this guy.
I really just came up here to say that you're either going to hear them where they're allowed to be, or you're going to hear them where they're not allowed to be.
You need to. Thank you
Dude, he
for the
sounds-
entertainment. All right, is that it for public comment? Anyone
Not
else?
done.
If
Legend.
there's further disruption, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
That's so good.
He sounds like the lady at the beginning of that Metallica song, like da 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 da.
Very unfaithful.
Yeah.
You think it sounds like this, Moon?
Yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
Pretty tight, actually.
Yeah,
I like
remix.
Dude, you never heard that where it keeps going, where he starts doing the ring. I mean, he's doing literally the Axel F. Crazy Frog thing.
I got to hear him again. This
Yeah,
is
that's
this is
pretty
pretty
great.
talented. I'll be
You're
honest.
either going to hear them where they're allowed to
music in
be,
the background.
or you're going to hear them where they're not allowed to be.
You need to.
That's all you do. That's a sick sheep. Here, give me the. This might be the part.
Not allowed to be.
He's a legend. Should be no further disruptions.
All right,
That's
thank
too
you.
perfect,
That was
man.
awesome.
Man,
Thank you, guys. All right,
dude. I think legally you're a
Well
DJ
done.
now.
We're a band.
yeah, we are a band.
Great
We just
job.
sold out the factory. It's also
RizzShow presents Crazy Frog.
It's also National Toilet Paper Day, guys. Let's celebrate that. Yes, it's a real holiday, and it's today, August 26th. Yes, consider this your official reminder to celebrate the unsung hero of the bathroom, the one thing you only notice when it's missing. So how do we celebrate? Start by treating yourself. Grab the plush stuff today. Grab the plush stuff. See if premium toilet paper actually makes a difference for a week. Take a stroll down the paper aisle. Compare your options: standard, jumbo, junior jumbo, different plies, textures, recycled content, sustainably sourced rolls. How about this today, guys?
Yeah.
Since today is National Toilet Paper Day, try a little toiligami.
What does that mean?
You know, fold the end of the roll into a fancy triangle, or like, you know, something like they would do at a hotel.
Oh.
Do that today.
Okay.
Okay, I like this.
It's silly. It's fun. It's a guest pleaser. If you go to somebody's house and you see like the little triangle at the end of the toilet paper roll, you go, "Whoa!"
Look at that.
Taking this
Whoa.
way too
Nice.
seriously.
Whoa! Somebody's like regular house.
I think about trees when I think about toilet paper because I'm always like, they say trees talk to each other. And I wonder if they talk about their dreams. Like, I hope one day I become a house.
Or one day I become a novel. Yeah. I become a great novel.
Dude, you don't know trees like, wait, you're going to turn me into what? Like, thin 3-ply paper that people rub poop all over. Oh. I was hoping maybe I could be like a mantle over a fireplace. Like, nope. You're going in someone's ass. Just a little dejected tree.
As the woodsman comes to cut you down, you know, it's all hopes and dreams.
Don't cry for me, family.
Where am I going?
Yeah, that's trees. Like, don't cry for me, my brothers, my sisters, for I'm about to become a house. No, actually, you are marked for the Charmin factory.
No. So, quick history lesson to maybe impress your friends today on this National Toilet Paper Day. Long before toilet paper, the Romans used a tessorium. Do we know what that is? That is basically a communal sea sponge on a stick, rinsed and reused. Ugh. That's how the Romans did it.
Rinsed and reused.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Communal sea sponge on a stick.
How?
Oh, man.
You know, I can't help but think like how many urinary tract infections of that time were going on for a number of reasons. Damn. Because that is disgusting. And I'm so grateful that we live in this time right now.
Really?
Like, I
Let's
think about
give
that
thanks.
so often. Like, the fact that we have indoor plumbing. I used to have a relative, and she lived to be in her hundreds. And my sister and I asked her, like, what were your favorite inventions? And she said indoor plumbing and the washing machine.
Wild, right?
It's crazy to think about. Yeah.
There's still got to be top 5.
Toilet paper?
Indoor plumbing and the washing
Indoor
machine
plumbing,
got to
yes.
be 2 of the top 5. I mean, we grew up with them, but, man, I couldn't imagine.
So the Romans used the tessorium, basically a communal sea sponge on a stick, rinsed and reused. In the 14th century, China began mass-producing early toilet paper. In 1857, it hit the U.S. as a loose, flat sheet. August 26th, 1871, marks the first sale of toilet paper on a roll. And that's why we celebrate today.
You know, back in the, what I was told, like one of the reasons that we shake with the right hand is because the left hand was used to
wipe your butt.
Yeah, and then you know.
That's why it's still
sprinkle the left hand.
Saudi Arabia and places like that, you're not supposed to wave or shake still.
Because of that, well,
Yeah, we were told that the first time we went to Japan.
Remember the movie Black Knight with Martin Lawrence,
yeah.
where he finds out he has to wipe his butt with hay?
Which was historically accurate.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure the folks at Black Knight looked at that.
Dude, I've been to
Martin Lawrence's Black Knight, yes.
Yes,
Historically
that's
accurate.
what I always base my history off.
I've been to a bunch of castles in Europe, and it's always fun. You find like certain towers that have turned into like stairwells now, but a lot of times the edge of the tower, one of the towers will be where the loo was.
Yes.
And it's basically just kind of like a crack in the brick or in the stone, and there's like like a shelf, but it's actually a seat. And when you lift this piece of wood, they would have a piece of wood over it. It's basically just a poo slide.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you poo, and
Ugh.
then like you would just like dump some water on it, and it would whoosh out the window. Those holes, so
Yeah.
you see like towers in these castles, and you see holes, and you're like, that must have been where the cannon was facing
No,
the enemy.
that's where the poop
Nah,
came
man, that's
out
where
of.
the poop was flying out.
Well, and they had people that would have to collect that. Like they would that was a job for some people.
Or it would
And
go
think
into the
about
moat.
those windy days too. Whenever it blow back onto the castle and it just
So-
be stuck on the wall.
The
So gross.
1930s brought perforations. So until 1930, it was just a roll.
We still have just a roll in all the truck stops. And oh, by the way, I had my first experience at Target the other day. Did you know the bathrooms in the front? How cool is that? I had no idea.
Up front.
Yeah.
Passed those things 100 times, never used them until a couple days ago.
So the 1930s brought perforations so you could tear off neat little sheets. Early rolls had up to 1,000 of them. In the 1960s, colored toilet paper was a thing,
Oh yeah, the pink toilet paper
or green.
or blue.
Pinks and greens to match your bathroom decor. But by 2004, it was mostly gone. Like you don't see that. You don't see that anymore. Today, Americans use more toilet paper than any other country, while many places around the world prefer bidets. So we celebrate National Toilet Paper Day today. And one more thing. So you're talking about you went to Target, right? Mm-hmm. Did you had to go number 2?
Yes, sir.
Did you put an ass gasket down?
No, I put the 2 strips of toilet paper.
Okay, so but did they?
It's homemade gasket.
Did they have an ass gasket?
Honestly, man, I was.
Most of those places do.
They probably do. I don't even look. I just make my own.
Do we have ass gaskets here at the station?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got reusable ones now hanging up on the wall. You
No,
just grab one.
just rinse them,
That's
right?
just a man's room.
Just rinse them. I don't.
Yo, once
use them here.
I found out that little thing, when you like poke it through, sits in
It
the
sits
water,
in the
so
water.
it flushes itself. Once I found that out, I was like, that's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, that's why it sits in the water, man.
And it's
Because
like
when
a
it
nice
flushes,
slide.
it pulls it down.
Oh, I
It
didn't
reduces
know that.
splashback by 95%.
I didn't know
the
that.
little-
It's truly genius.
You didn't realize
The
that?
I
ass
don't use the
gasket
ass gasket
inventor
here.
is an unsung hero.
Neither do I.
We talk all about this Thomas Crapper and the guy who did the P trap and all this kind of stuff. The ass gasket.
Well, I'm going to
Billy
talk about the ass
Gasket,
gasket.
He's awesome.
It's weird that I don't use
Billy
it here,
Gasket.
but I just trust everybody that
Well,
I'm just like
also,
nobody's unclean or
We're the
anything.
first people normally to
Right.
use it of the day. That's my rationale. Is I'm the first person to use it. Mm-hmm. The toilet's. This is the cleanest it's going to be.
Right.
There's nobody here overnight. I'm the first one in, so my ass is the first one on that seat.
The listening. Yeah.
Yeah, I risen that.
You think that? You don't know who's here tonight.
Dude, if the seat's up, I know I'm the first person to put it down.
That's exactly what I would do.
What?
If
wanted to trick you.
if I go into that third stall and the seat's up, I know it was just cleaned. And so, when you're in a public bathroom and you have to sit, do you hover? Do you use a toilet seat liner, or do you just pop a squat?
I do all three. It depends on the sitch.
So, a poll a couple years back found that 9% of us just avoid public toilets completely.
Well, yeah.
21% hover and 63% just go for it. Now, but half the people in the go for it group do use one of those thin paper liners. And thin is a key word here. Now, according to science, according to a new study, those liners are kind of pointless.
Oh no. Don't
Yeah,
do this right now.
Yeah, right. This is big seat or somebody.
Yeah.
Big seat. The
This is
seat's
big
already
bidet.
there.
Yeah, I don't know. This is big
This is
plastic.
big bidet.
Yeah, I don't know.
You ever saw one of those toilets that has the plastic around
the
the
one that-
rim, and
yes.
you hit the button and it goes around?
Yes.
Gross.
those-
I haven't seen
oh.
those in ages.
Yeah, dude. That
So,
was
they say-
very short-lived.
They
thing.
say a layer of toilet paper or a toilet cover will likely not protect you from pathogens. They are made of porous material, so they cannot stop germs from seeping through and touching your junk. Experts say hovering isn't great either because it's harder to fully empty your bladder, and for women, it could potentially cause a UTI. So what should you do? Keep using the liners if it makes you feel better, or just risk it. The risk is very low. Most STDs can't survive on a toilet seat. HPV and herpes technically can, but it doesn't really happen under real-world conditions. You're way more likely to inhale germs in a bathroom or get sick from touching stuff with your hands.
Which I also
So I need to
don't
quit
do.
sitting on my hands when I go?
Yes.
Okay.
So, practical tips they gave here. Touch as few surfaces as possible when you're in there. And definitely wash your hands when you're done. Flush the toilet and run away.
Yeah. Hold your breath.
Toilets toss out a plume of tiny droplets when flushed, and those droplets can have pathogens in them. And a virologist at the University of Arizona said that's what, it's what he does. His strategy in public bathrooms is to, quote, flush and run.
Yeah. Hold your breath, guys.
Oh, dude, there's nothing worse than a super-powered hand dryer. Get out of my face. I mean, my face is purple by the time I leave. If that's the only way I can dry,
Right.
You know, like just give me a paper towel.
That's just throwing that stuff all over the place.
Yeah, dude. Like that's all I think of is just poo particles just flying at max speed when this thing turns on. So I'm all. If I use the hand dryer, I'm.
Yeah. Quickly.
Get out of my way. I gotta go.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first. And it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Make Hot Shot your home for football weekends this season. Find yours at hotshotsnet.com. From Farmington, Missouri, Susie Jennings is our team member.
Susie.
Susie has been listening to the Rizz Show religiously since its inception a decade or so ago, and she does not miss a day. Susie says, first of all, my brother is a Team Rizz member, and I am a way bigger fan of the show than him. I love to play the games along with the crew while I listen. I love that Rizz is the master of ceremonies, and I agree with his takes the most. I love Rafe's and Lern's fresh new perspectives. I share a love of music with Moon, and King Scott's one-liners make me ill.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I read that wrong. One-liners crack me up every morning.
that's
Sorry.
great.
that
Sorry.
makes it much better.
Nice. Susie Jennings from Farmington is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles are getting romantic. The police are fighting. Checking in with Chino Marino and the best TV performances.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And if you want to live longer, turn off your damn TV. We'll chop it up next. Stay there. Welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air text line, 314-649-DUMB. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RizzZoe Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. So, listen, I don't know who's coming in today. Members of Celebration Day, a tribute to Led Zeppelin, and members of The Heart Promises, a tribute to Tom Petty, coming in around 8:15. There's the Keishi Rock and Roll Fantasy with Celebration Day, Heart Promises, Breakfast in America, which is a Supertramp celebration, STL Music Park, Sunday. So some of the fellas are coming in to play a couple songs and promote the show.
Exciting.
I know, listen, Jimmy Griffin's coming in.
Uh-huh.
He's probably going to want me to shred with him.
John Pisoni's coming in.
Okay. I feel like I saw a Facebook post that Kevin Gagnapane is coming in.
I love these, these groups, just all-stars. It's just the all-stars of the St. Louis, live music scene. Whether it be, from Stir, whether it be from, the Urge. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. These are excellent musicians, and they'll be in talking about the concert coming up on Sunday at St. Louis Music Park. If my wife could change, I think, one thing about our house, if I were to say, all right, Meals, you got to change one thing about the house.
Her husband.
Besides that.
Oh.
Besides that. She would say, get the TV out of the bedroom. She hates that we have a television in the bedroom.
Does she watch it with you ever in there?
Rarely.
Mainly it's just yours?
Rarely.
Interesting.
For me, it's like when I'm winding down, I'm laying down in bed before the lights go off. I just, I'll turn on a program for a half hour. It's my chance to, this is my time. I'm in bed. Let me just unwind for a second.
Right.
It's exactly how it is for me. And my wife hates it.
My wife hates it.
Like truly
Hates it.
Truly hates it. We've probably made 3 or 4 deals that I've never stuck to my end of the bargain. She'll be like, how about for this summer it's every other night you can watch something. I'm like, yep, deal. And then I start trading nights. I'm like, yo, just give me today and tomorrow, and I'll give you Saturday.
At least you bargaining.
Yeah.
Like she's your mother.
Well, to be honest, man, it bothers her because she wants to go to sleep, and the light bothers her. So she'll make like a little triangle with the comforter to try to block the light.
Yeah.
And then of course every garbage movie that I turn on has some gunfight scene, so it's all flash.
See, I'm in bed. I'm in bed first, and my wife doesn't come to bed until I'm well asleep.
That would be a different story, but we go to bed at the same time.
Those movies too, like the gunfights and car chases are like 20 times louder than the dialogue.
Right.
Well, to be fair,
So
I have
you'll be
zero
trying
volume.
to be quiet, and it'll be like, I told you last time was the last time I was going to take this job. That's like, and you're like,
Every movie you watch is Michael Bay.
yeah.
Damn,
The
man.
volume I have on one, so it may as well be on mute. But like those flashes, it just looks like an EDM show. You know, I'm like, no, I'm watching something else, and she's like, okay, whatever you were watching last night was ridiculous. And then that one, I'll have an EDM show happening.
And if
See,
you
I
go stand in
love
your
it.
front yard, it looks hilarious.
You do?
I do. Like last night, I got home from the David Lee Roth show, and Tim got in bed with me, and he rarely does that because I go to bed first normally, and he gets in and he turned on I don't know what Narcos, I guess he was watching, and I was like, yes, because
Pedro.
there's something like it's Pedro Pascal, but also there's some nostalgia of falling asleep as a kid to MTV. I just kept that on, like MTV too, and there's something comforting. It's like having a fan. on.
Yeah, maybe that's my thing too. There's some comfort. I'm not even watching it.
Right.
I'll put on a movie that I know I don't care about because it's some Netflix action film or something. I'll put it on. It'll take me 2 weeks to watch this movie because first of all, as soon as I turn it on, she always says, did you put the timer on? Like, yes, I did. Yes, I did, babe. I put on a half-hour timer, and then I always like wake myself up maybe 4 minutes into it, and I turn it off anyway.
Well, every once in a while, my wife will say, if we don't have plans on a Friday or Saturday, she'll go, maybe we'll just lay in bed and watch a movie. I go,
That's the best.
Good thing we got a TV in here.
Oh, now you want the TV in the
you can't
bedroom.
act like
you
that.
can't have it both ways.
You got to nurture. You got to be excited.
Smoke a cigarette. Turn into Dice Clay.
Oh, little Bo Peep.
Little Miss No TV wants to lay in bed.
Well,
At least you got that going for you. Mallory wouldn't watch it if she was sick and in bed all day.
Really?
No,
That it?
doesn't want it in the bedroom. It's like the only thing. It's maybe the only thing that we really like.
Does she use her
disagree
phone in
on.
there?
No.
Oh.
To be honest,
I wanted it bad because I
screen-free.
didn't have it as a kid. I was always jealous of my friends that had like late in like high school. I got a black and white TV with rabbit ears and thought it was the coolest thing because I would watch like Saturday Night Live on Saturday. I could get 2 channels and I'd watch Married with Children. I could get Fox and NBC, and I'd just sit in there and be like, yeah, Walker, Texas Rangers about to come on. Laying in bed watching that. It wasn't even shows I liked. I was just pumped to have a TV.
When I got a TV in my room in high school, it was the best.
Yeah, me too. I hate cable, so you know. what
oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Oh, man.
My friends that had cable, I was like, pfft,
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, Scrambled Spice.
HBO.
Scrambled Spice channel.
HBO, dude.
I had HBO. That was the coolest.
That had to be in the...
Oh,
That
watching
had to be
real
in the
sex
Columbia
at
days.
11 o'clock at night, you know?
No, I didn't have any premium channels,
wasn't
but
it-
I could turn on the Spice channel.
I
And
went
every
at
once in
Dad's
a while,
house. I
you'd
went
see
at
it.
Greg's house, was it?
No, this is at Mom's.
The
Mom-
Spice channel every once in a while, and every guy knows this. You'd see a nipple and be like, that's enough.
That's it.
Good enough.
If you had Skinamax, man, you just stay up.
Nah,
Or
we
silk
didn't have-
stockings,
Silk
on
stockings.
USA.
Yeah, it was like Cat House, Real Sex, Taxi Cab Confessions.
Well,
But then I got a TV in our room now, and we never watch it.
I wouldn't know Red Shoe Diaries or Emmanuel, though, man. I'll tell you.
Son of the Beach.
Every once in a while, if we're sick or something like that, but like, don't really turn it on. I think I just wanted it because the kid in me was like,
Yeah.
I deserve this.
Yeah, you do deserve it.
Yeah, I don't.
We're podcasters.
I think
now.
it
We listen
is.
to podcast falls.
And she's asked me 100 times, like, what is it about this? You don't even watch this stuff. And I was like, I think it's control.
Yep.
I think it's like a.
I'm
like
an adult and I can do what I want. If I
It's-
want ice cream now, I'll eat ice cream
Yeah,
now.
That's right.
I think it's the kid in me
I
that
want a
that's
TV in
it's
my
like,
room.
I want to do this right now.
Well,
it's like some
what all-
immature control thing.
With all that being said, there's an article in Time Magazine, and Moon sent this to me. It highlights a study that basically says if you want to live longer, turn off the TV a little more often. Maybe the wives are right.
Well, this was said to me last week. She said, you know, studies show that you're taking years off your life by doing this. And I said, you're full of it. I go, that's just, you're confirmation bias.
Well-
You're getting served that kind
Well-
of crap because this is your argument.
So-
and then I looked it up the next morning and she was
Okay,
she was
okay.
right.
Maybe.
I want to hear the logic.
Well, you need to read beyond the headlines. You need to read past the headlines, ladies.
What?
So researchers reviewed mortality data alongside surveys from more than 11,000 people, and the numbers are kind of wild. So people who watched about 6 hours of TV a day lived, on average, 4.8 years less than people who watched no TV.
I'm not watching TV that much.
And get this, every hour of TV after age 25 was associated with a 22-minute drop in life expectancy. That's like one sitcom episode in reverse.
I'm maybe averaging about 2 hours a day on TV.
But here's the thing, though.
Hit me with that stat again. What was it?
Every hour after 25 takes 22 minutes off life.
Per week?
You're watching 6 hours of TV a
What do
day?
you mean per week?
25 hours per week?
And does this include
No,
phone
Every
watch?
after
hour of
25,
TV
the
after
age.
the age of 25 was associated with a 22-minute drop in life expectancy.
Whoa.
Okay. But why is this happening?
I'd be dead right
Because
Why?
we're sitting on our ass,
Like,
we're
get
eating
outta here.
delicious
What?
snacks.
We'd all be on our last year.
We're not exercising.
It's not the TV.
We're sitting down.
We're sitting our asses down and not doing anything.
Yeah,
It's
we're
the
eating
associated habits?
Cool foods.
Yeah, it's not the TV itself.
So if I put the treadmill in
If you
front
put
of
a treadmill in front of the TV,
We're
It's
in
all
good
good.
shape.
we're fine.
That's what I do.
More TV usually means less movement, which is tied to higher risks for things like heart disease and the dreaded diabetes.
What if I'm watching soccer? Because it does make me feel
Active.
like I'm out there.
What if I'm yelling at the TV during a Chiefs game?
No.
And
What if I'm getting a hot flash?
Hey,
'cause
that
of
counts.
perimenopause.
Hey, don't tell me that doesn't count. You're jumping up and
I'm
down.
up,
You're
I'm
standing up.
moving.
You're going to get the grapes.
I mean, is that really
What if I'm doing Billy Blank's Tybo?
217
On the couch?
Schreier texter? Jesus, cigarettes are safer than TV.
Yeah.
Yes,
true.
Kids, stop, turn off the TVs and pick up Marlboros.
Yep.
I smoke while I'm
Either
on the
way, you look
treadmill,
cool.
Yeah.
watching telly.
So yeah, it's it's less movement, it's sitting. So even when the researchers adjusted for diet, including all those junk food ads
Yeah.
we see, the connection was still there.
You know what? You never hear about Big Chair talking about, hey, get up and move. You know, like sitting on it. Where's the sofa research where you're, comfy sofa? Maybe the sofas should be more uncomfortable so we get up and stop sleeping so much.
After like an hour, they all just suddenly lift up in the
lift
air.
you up and
Yeah.
get you out of your seat.
Yeah.
They
Time
have
limit.
a product that's like, I've had it advertised to me, which shows me I'm probably watching too much TV. But it's basically like these things you put on your legs, and it's basically shocking your legs, but it's like you're.
Oh, the stem?
It's like you're watching
Oh,
TV, but
yeah.
you're like stimming your
They
legs
used to be that
out, so
for the-
it's like you're walking.
They used to have like things for your abs.
That's
Oh,
part
yeah,
of it too.
yeah.
They have, it's like a whole suit. It's like
Made
you
by
put it
the
on your legs
military.
and your abs and like your shoulders, and they just watch TV and shock the hell
that
out of
doesn't
yourself.
work.
They did that for my leg for therapy. Like when you're.
It stimulates the muscles.
Yeah, it's awesome. I just went and I go, listen, babe, I gotta go work out. She's like, you mean therapy where they stem your leg and you sit there? And I was like, yeah, but the one leg is working out. These three muscles are
So
bad.
okay, so if you go with that muscle stimulation thing on, and I could be shredded while watching the Food Network.
That's what
Yes.
that. Don't you remember when they were first selling those things that look like weight belts?
I know my brother-in-law bought one
And yeah. And they're like, this is gonna make you skinny.
while you watch TV.
No, that's not the point. It's not killing calories. It's just stimming muscles.
So here's what we do without, getting rid of our TVs. They say mix and binge, watch one episode, then take a 10 to 15 minute walk or stretch break. Couch cross training, guys. Do some light body weight movements while you watch, squats, calf raises, or a quick stretch routine.
I remember my mom had the Thigh Master, and we'd watch David Letterman, and she'd just be pumping away with that thing. Remember that Cindy Crawford thing?
No, it was Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers. Maybe we bring that back,
Yeah, what happened to that?
How about movie theaters with no seats? We all just stand and stare.
Nobody's going to do couch cross training.
Thigh Master was
you know what?
hella successful.
At
dude.
best, you're going to get people having sex while the TV's on.
Well,
okay?
how about the credit roll routine? So when the credits hit, get up, refill water, switch the laundry, take a lap around the house.
Okay.
I can't even sit. My attention span is so gone. I can't even make it through an episode of something anymore.
An episode?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a movie, I have to put my phone the furthest away from me.
Wow.
And I have to really,
Lock
it has
in.
to be good. And it sucks. And this is what our phones are doing to us.
It is.
We should invent an app where you have to explain the plot of a movie well to get your phone unlocked. Like you type in like I'm about to sit down and watch Inception.
Oh, I thought
And the phone locks. Click.
And you're like, damn it, I don't know what this movie's like. If you paid
Right.
attention, I don't know.
I'm
what this
never
movie-
getting in my phone again. I watched Beau Was Afraid. I don't know what it is.
Well, so is the TV killing us?
Maybe.
What
is it?
She was saying that it was the light. She was like, the light is destroying your sleep, and that's
Blue
what's
light.
destroying.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard the blue light like
Listen, all
takes
of
you out of your like restorative sleep.
all
Well,
of
any
her
light.
arguments sound very scientifically sound. I just
Yeah.
I make
control me.
bargains to get on the elliptical, and I'll be like, Earl, you can watch 2 episodes of King of the Hill, but you got to be
Moving.
And then I'll
Gotta
put
move
it
your
on,
arms
and
and
then
legs.
I'm like, all right, cool, I'll get to.
All right, let's do Crap on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Mentality. Their patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels, so reclaim your health today at mentalityhealth.com/radio. Well, yesterday, you guys chose to go down the nude route whenever I said pick your adventure for the end of Crap On. And I said there was somebody naked on the internet or new couple alert. And you chose who's naked on the internet.
Well, of course.
Well, and it was Britney Spears, and then you were disappointed.
And then we're disappointed.
But here's the big news. Zoe Kravitz and
Oh, so
Harry
this is the
Styles.
new couple alert? Oh,
Yes, I gave it to you today. They ignited romance rumors after being in London. They had a lot of PDA. So I guess they're there for the promotional event for Zoe Kravitz's new film, Caught Stealing. And so they've been spending a lot of time together. Harry Styles has been on her press run. And I kind of love this new couple alert. What are your
Zoe
thoughts?
Kravitz and who?
Harry Styles. They're both kind of weird. They're both kind of weird enough in the same way that I like it.
She's beautiful.
I
She's
hope
so beautiful.
He's corny.
these two find happiness.
I do too.
Who are we talking about?
Harry
Zoe
Styles
Kravitz.
and Zoe Kravitz.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, cool. It's 2 against 1, you guys.
Good
in
luck, you two.
The police.
I hope, yes, I hope they make it.
It'd be a
Sounds really
weird
genuine.
thing to meet the parents
Who is she
with
with?
her. Because, like, you're going to kind of want to bang her dad, no matter what your sexual orientation is. Like, you're going to meet Lenny and be like,
Harry Styles is going to want to bang him.
I'd do it. Yeah.
Who was she with before?
Be
What
kind
did
of weird to meet her dad.
What did she in a
Lisa Bonet?
She was with like Channing Tatum or something. She was dating him for a little bit.
Was she?
Or
I thought, I thought she
some
was
big
married to somebody.
buff white dude.
I thought it was, well, and Jason Momoa is her stepdad.
Right.
Come on. Imagine going to that family gathering and not getting horny.
They broke up.
Get out of here.
They did. Lisa Bonet and
Lisa
Jason.
Bonet and Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I believe
I know,
they're
but
divorced.
they're still tight. He's
Yeah.
still tight with Zoe.
Because
And I'm
remember,
like,
they
they
were
all
like,
hang out. And
They
I'm
were
like,
like
you go to that
videos.
dinner?
They were
That's a-
like videos of Jason Momoa and Lenny riding motorcycles together
And working
like,
out in jeans.
But also, like, Lisa, let's
Wait,
give
wait.
props to Lisa Bonet for pulling 2 of the hottest dudes maybe in history.
Wait. So she was with Lenny and
Then-
had Zoe.
Yeah.
And then she got with Jason Momoa and had a
right.
couple more. And then now they're not together. But Zoe is dating Harry Styles. That's what we're talking about?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what we're talking about.
So Harry Styles is most likely meeting Jason Momoa and Lenny Kravitz
Yeah.
in a dad role.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the hottest family dinner to ever come into a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, big giant knives and flying V's.
Can you imagine being a waiter at a Texas Roadhouse, bringing the rolls to the table? None of them are touching the carbs except Momoa. He eats them. He'll get in there. But just be like, table for 6, Lenny. Table for 6 for Lenny. And he stands up in his leather pants with his big hog print. And then Momoa stands up behind him. Then Harry Styles. Then Kravitz and Bonet. Zoe. Woo!
So Zoe Kravitz has dated Channing Tatum, Penn Badgley. Harry Styles has dated Olivia Munn, Taylor Swift. They both have excellent track records.
Excellent resumes.
Is that
both
the guy
of them.
from You? Penn Badgley? Is
Penn
that one of
Badgley,
them?
yes, he's the lead in You.
Excellent resumes, both of them.
So I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
them the best. I
Good
think
on
they're kind
them.
of a hot couple.
I'm glad things are going well in their lives.
Yes.
Me too. Guys, the police are having issues. And not like actual police, but the band with police. Andy Summers, Stuart Copeland, they've reportedly filed a lawsuit against Sting, claiming that they are owed millions in royalties. And it was filed in the London's High Court under the General Commercial Contracts and Arrangements. So a source tells The Sun that this has been coming for quite some time. Lawyers tried repeatedly to reach out of court settlements, but hit a stalemate. So Andy and Stuart decided that there was no other alternative.
Is there a particular song?
Yes. So it's Every Breath You Take, which is maybe the most successful police song of all time.
And it's 2025.
Yes, and that came out in 1983.
Right, so it's been a while.
It's been a while. So the suit is believed to center around their number one song, Every Breath You Take, which Summers feels that he should be credited as co-writer, as he talked about it in this interview. I actually have some audio from back in 2023 where Andy Summers recalls, writing that riff.
So this is guitarist Andy Summers
Yes.
from the Police.
It's a very contentious moment that's very much alive at the moment, so I can't really say much about it. Watch the press. Let's see what happens in the next year. That song was going in the trash until I played on it, and that's all there is to it. And I think that's kind of composition. Wow. Absolutely.
So they're pretty peeved, and I hate
So they
this.
didn't get any writing credits?
Andy Summers is not a co-writer on that song. Yeah.
Shouldn't he have thought of that when they put it out?
Right. And why are you mad now versus like 40 years ago?
I mean, I get getting, what you're owed. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
There may be some complexities there too. It's like how you get paid for music is so freaking complex, and there's so many cracks. to fill.
but having the writing credit, I mean, that's the piece there. You can never take that away from somebody.
I'm surprised with being a trio that they didn't just credit all three on everything.
That's not how
is that not how it works? I always figured
it's
it
different
was.
for everybody. And this may not even be some sort of thing between him and Sting. It may just be like we found this crack that has been happening this whole time that's actually cost you a little bit. Let's fix that up. Let's tighten that up a little bit.
Well,
you never know. I'm not saying that it is that.
Right.
And it might be, we hate you, Sting. You've ripped us off.
Cost you a bit, compounded over 40 some odd years.
But it's probably
That's
something
my
in
question is
between.
why now? Is it because the money's drying up?
No. Listen, but there are so many things to tie. There's so many potential loose ends that you're constantly sort of chasing or employing people to chase certain things. They may not have even noticed.
Yeah, he may have an accountant that's like, hey man, you're owed
Yeah, he may.
a little something compounded over 42 years.
And I hate to say this, but especially back in the day, people that were songwriters and performers were supposed to just be songwriters and performers. Now we're admin people. We're short content creators. We're this. We're that. There's so many things you have to be.
Seems like.
And if you don't have the right management doing all the administrative work, this stuff falls through all the time. I'm still finding out things that I didn't know a couple years ago that I should have known.
Seems like the number one song your band is known for, you would know if. I would think you would know that you weren't credited as a
Sting
writer.
is credited as the solitary songwriter.
Interesting.
That's very
I'm just curious why it didn't come up sooner. Where it's like, hey man, you kind of left my name off of that song that's really popular.
Yeah, but what if he didn't know? What if he wasn't thinking about it? What if he assumed it was obvious, or he turned in whatever paperwork he's supposed to be turning in, and he's getting paid
Yeah, he's
from
making
something.
money.
He just probably assumes that it's from that, and then finds out way later that, wait, this song generated this, and I only got that. Why does this not make sense? And then you have somebody look into it, and it turns out you weren't credited. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying it's far more complex, and there's so many loose ends in the music business. It sucks.
We'll see how this plays out again. 42 years later,
Right. Wild.
still fighting over the one song.
Hate it. I
I don't
want
know if it's
anything to
fighting,
happen.
though. Again, that's what I'm trying to say, is it's not always fighting. Sometimes it's just making sure that everything is tied up.
Well, a spokesperson for Sting denies the suit is related to Every Breath You Take, but would not elaborate on the case. So this could get kind of contentious. Chino Marino feels that the new
I'm sorry, Andy Summers playing the Wildie in Edwardsville in September.
Nice. Go talk to him about it. Ask him how this is going.
Thank you, 314.
Thank you. Chino Marino feels that the new Deftones album, Private Music, which came out last Friday, is among their best, and it's due in part to his decision to get sober. So Chino elaborated to the New York Times saying, I went through that thing a lot of artists fear, like whether this or that drug has something to do with your creativity. But honestly, the minute that I started being creative without it, I realized I didn't need it. And now, maybe because of this, I feel like we've made some of our best records, and this stands alongside anything we've done before. And I did listen to Private Music this weekend.
Honest opinion.
Honest opinion, not my favorite.
Okay.
But my I really enjoyed Milk of the Madonna track.
Okay, I've yet to listen to it, and I will with an open mind. I'm a Deftones fan.
Yeah.
I'm stoked he's sober.
Me too. It's great.
I do want to bring up a new record coming out. Taylor Swift's new record,
Okay.
which is coming out when? It's coming out
October
in
13th.
October, okay. So Taylor Swift just launched yet another countdown on her website. This one popped up at noon St. Louis time yesterday. And when the clock hit 0, boom, we got the 7th variant of her upcoming album, The Life of a Showgirl.
7. I thought there was 4.
The
which
latest
was already-
collectible, it's called The Tiny Bubbles in Champagne.
Wait, this is a cover? This is new cover
Yeah,
art?
it's just the same record with a different photograph, right?
So on the other side of the timer were fresh vinyls up for sale at $29.99 each, with names like Bright Light Pearlescent and Red Lipstick and Lace. So she's got 7 different versions of this record coming out.
That's brilliant. It's Pokemon, dude. Gotta catch them all.
That's like whenever, remember in 1999, Korn put out Issues and they had like 4 different covers that you could get. You remember that?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Korn doing it.
but so Taylor Swift fans out there, is it the same record, just different? I don't understand the difference. All I know is there's 7 different versions of something. And when are Taylor Swift fans going to go, all right, bitch, enough?
My daughter did.
You've taken everything from us, every penny. My wallet is empty.
Yeah.
I asked my daughter. I was like, "Yo, you excited for this record?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm excited to hear it." And she was like, "Taylor, all things Taylor Swift." I have so much merch in the basement that she was like, "Hey, you can sell this stuff if you want." And I said, "Are you gonna get?" Well, I didn't know there was 7. I thought there was 4. I go, "You gonna get all 4 variants?" And she goes, "No, man." And I was like, "Sorry."
How much money can Taylor Swift fleece out of her fans?
Probably a lot. I mean, they love her. They love her so
Apparently
much.
$1 billion.
Yeah, and listen, man, when you're like a diehard, you're a diehard or something.
I know, but it just I get it. You know, you get that money, girl.
I mean, Sabrina Carpenter's doing that, I believe, with her new record coming out. There's 2.
is?
It's 2 different covers that you can buy. I don't know if there's variations to the music. I think this is kind of just a new way that people are trying to make money in the music industry. I mean, we talk about all the time how artists are not getting their
But
due.
she listen.
This is the new live album.
She's got a lot of money.
She does, yeah.
She doesn't
Need any more money? Oh, that's not
I don't
capitalism,
want,
pal.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say she doesn't need any more, you know. But when is it going to get to the point where it becomes a backlash?
She doesn't need any more, though. Like, she's good.
No, she's good. I mean, she's got generational wealth. If she has kids, her kids' kids, and her kids' 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 kids will be taken care of
Yeah,
forever.
but you can look at Kiss and Metallica, and no one's quite like.
And Dolly?
I don't know. It just works, you know. Some of
Yeah,
these
but no,
groups can
but
do it.
people do make fun of Kiss, and
Yeah, I
people
know.
do make fun of Metallica.
and I'm
now,
sure she's
and-
cool with them making fun of her because if
She's
she can
laughing at the
have
bank.
8, if she can keep 60% of her fan base or 50%, she's stoked.
But the pendulum's going to swing the other way eventually, and it's like
I keep wondering when the oversaturation will finally.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm
you
saying.
talk about that a lot when somebody's like overexposed.
yeah,
And
but
I'm
she's
like,
mastered it.
I know. It's just no blowback for her.
Her team and her
Keep waiting.
They've mastered it because they know when to
They've come
step
for
back.
Pedro. Pedro hit his
Pascal.
pendulum, and now they're coming for him on the internet. But they don't come for her.
They know when to step back though. They know how to read the signs.
314 is like, you don't know what her expenses are. You're right.
You know
But
what?
she's-
That's a
I'm
good
sure-
point.
I'm sure she's not worrying about expenses.
It's hard.
She
You know
has
what?
She's a
almost-
billionaire.
Think
She
about that
has-
heating bill of those mansions.
Yeah, and think of all the streaming
You
services
don't
she
know what
has
her
on her TV.
expenses are. Her light bill's like $800 million. You're right, man. Sorry. It does cost a lot to run her island.
But 7 different versions of an album that hasn't even come out yet.
But see, I look at that and go, as a fan, because I'm just relating this to the only album like that I've ever bought, and it was Issues by Korn. Because I remember thinking, oh man, I really want there was a darker cover, and I got the one with like the slouchy potato sack guy, and I was
I remember that, but those were like $20 each.
I know, but I didn't want to buy all of them.
much
I
are
just
these?
wanted a specific one because I
$30
thought it
each.
looked cooler.
Oh, me too. And I think there was
For
a
the physical
Deftones.
copies.
Wasn't White Pony? Didn't when they did the re-release, they did like a silver
Yeah, I think
cover
you're
or
right.
something
We'll
say-
instead of the white one?
Not defending before we went to this Aerosmith thing Saturday, I was listening to a lot of Aerosmith at the gym. I was getting primed for it. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to listen to the discography. And Aerosmith had some stinkers.
They did, yeah.
They had some albums in the before Pump And they had a ton of live albums. So bands have been kind of going to that well for a long time. Like there was a lot of repeats back in the day. Like I'd look at like one Aerosmith album. I'm like 7 of these songs were on the last album, and then there's like there's like 2 new songs and 3 live versions.
But sometimes those were to fulfill contracts. So back in the day, if you signed a deal and the label had 3 options, and they were saying, "Hey, we're going to exercise these options," and you didn't want to be on the label, you only had one to fulfill. You'd put out a live,
a best of record,
or
and
best
put a B-side track on there.
Yeah, to fulfill the contract. So a lot of times those were contractual obligations.
You can't compare what Korn did would put out 2 issues of the same record. This is yes.
I hear what you're saying.
It's marketing mastery.
It is.
She's doing it. She's getting that money. But everything she does now is like 4 versions of this. Taylor's version, 7 versions of this. We have the Eras Tour video, the second release with 3 extra songs on there. It's crazy.
I know. It's very layered. It's crazy. But everything has its end date. This will end. It'll fizzle out.
I'm fine with it. I'm just wondering when the inevitable backlash is going to start.
Not on your clock, pal. We're on women. All the women are looking at their watches going, not yet.
She and Robert Allen and that whole team, they're brilliant.
Who's Robert Allen?
I think that's her manager right now, or one of the management team.
Get that money, girl.
Get that money, girl.
Get that money, girl.
They know how to read the tea leaves and the metrics. They're setting precedents. Like they are creating business models that people will be emulating for the next decade.
In TV news yesterday, I was talking about how we still don't really know what's going on with SNL for this next season, but now we know at least one person who is out. Devin Walker is leaving
damn it.
Saturday Night Live after 3 seasons.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who this is either, which is pretty sad.
That's
He's
probably
been there
why
for 3
he's out.
seasons. He said in a statement, "Me and the show did 3 years together, and sometimes it was really cool. Sometimes it was toxic as hell. But we did what we made and made the most of it. Even amidst all the dysfunction, we made a very effed up little family." So it's unclear whether he left on his own or he was let go. So that's one.
Sounds
clue.
like he was not asked back.
Yeah, sounds like it. After a successful theatrical run, Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts hits Disney Plus on August 27th, if you've been waiting to watch that. Did you see it?
I saw it. We saw it when we were down at Disney. It was great.
Yeah, that's why I
loved it.
I want to see it. I need to get Disney Plus. Jaws is returning back to theaters over this weekend. So they're celebrating 50 years of terrifying the masses of beachgoers and boaters alike. So if you've never seen Jaws on the big screen, you can do that at IMAX theaters around St. Louis. Harrison Ford and Jay Leno, they aren't super close, but they're close enough that they can help each other out with a very specific bathroom issue. So Harrison has a toilet in his Wyoming house that has a discolored and unattractive seat. The problem is this particular toilet was discontinued, so it's vintage, and he couldn't find a replacement seat. Meanwhile, he talked to Jay Leno, who then got his 3D printer out.
I got a 3D printer.
Called him up, and Jay is now printing him a new seat for his old-ass toilet.
Harrison, I got a 3D printer.
So good for that.
Yeah, it's plastic and porous. And,
Everything it prints, it's denim. It is denim. It's going to be a denim toilet seat.
It's a denim toilet seat.
yeah.
Would you guys ever smoke weed with a celebrity?
You're damn right I would.
Okay. Who would you smoke pot with?
Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rafe?
Willie.
Willie?
Well, I mean,
Scott?
McConaughey, too.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, Willie for sure.
Yeah.
I would feel contractually obligated.
To do that? Yeah.
I couldn't imagine going on Willie's bus and then being like, "You want to hit this?" And me being like, "No, I can't."
I know. That's a no-go.
Like that doesn't even count against sobriety to me.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
just you're just doing it.
What about you, Mooners?
These days, I don't play.
Hypothetically.
Oh, if I. Oh,
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, I don't think Scott's in there token up.
Woody Harrelson.
Willie and I won't smoke together.
Taylor Swift.
Cool.
I'd pick her brain and just say, "Hey,
What's up with this marketing?
yeah, talk to me."
Well, if you've ever wanted to smoke weed with Seth Rogen, that's actually easier than you'd maybe assume. So he admitted recently to a podcast appearance with Ben Stiller that people come up to him all the time and are like, "Hey, man, you want to hit this?" And Seth Rogen is like, "Absolutely." And he goes, he does it because he thinks that it'll be a special moment for people because they're obviously asking, and he just loves smoking weed. And so he's down if you ever see him in
If
St.
Matthew
Louis.
McConaughey walked through the door and said, hey, Mooners.
Hey, green lights.
Yeah, I think I can enjoy my hang with Matthew without the weed.
Oh, what a buzzkill.
Come
Get
on,
out of here.
I'm a square, bro.
Get out of
I'm a square.
here.
Oh, you want me to lie for showbiz? Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of here. No.
I would so talk up with McConaughey
Get out
and
of here.
talk
I don't
about
smoke weed
movies.
anymore either. And if Matthew McConaughey walked through the door, we're going somewhere.
Hell yeah, we are.
We're going to another. We're going to Interstellar, wherever that
Yeah,
was.
dude, I'm taking my shirt off. He's taking his shirt
We're
off.
playing the bongos.
I told you one of my few experiences actually involved Matthew McConaughey. I partook with a particular band member of mine and knew immediately that I got in way over my head. And I was like, I'm gonna go back to my room.
Oh yeah.
And I went back to the room and I turned on the TV and it is a Jimmy Fallon interview. And I don't even know if this actually happened. You'll have to look this up, but like this is how it happened for me. I lay in the bed and I turn on TV and I go, oh, Jimmy Fallon. Oh, Matthew McConaughey. Oh, Snoop Dogg. Interesting pairing. Okay, so those two are on the couch with Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon's doing that thing with his eyes and his mouth where he's like laughing at everything.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg start talking.
Brother, you smoke PCP, man.
Listen to me.
Yeah, wet.
Just listen to me. I'm 100% convinced they were talking to me, and they knew that I was in over my head.
Yeah, well.
And they were messing
You
with me.
smoke so much, you conjured up Snoop Dogg and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, listen
the
to
TV
me.
was off.
Every day.
If somebody had a camera on you, the TV would have been off.
Dude, I actually looked around like, wait a second, is this happening? Like they're talking to me, and they started saying very specific things about what I did that evening or something, and they're giggling with one another. It didn't make any sense, and it was almost like they were just doing it to play with me.
Yeah, way too high.
And then
You're not sure if this was real or not real. It sounds very not real.
look up the clip. I'm telling you, man, something happened in that clip where they were speaking to me. It was eerie, okay? And this is what happened. All of a sudden, the room broke away from the hotel and kind of shifted upwards like this, and that's when I realized that I was actually in a spaceship.
You are on angel dust.
No, I'm telling you,
I think they were drugs, son.
Listen,
angel
I
dust,
was
man.
in a spaceship, and Matthew McConaughey and
Some strong
Snoop Dogg
weed, dude.
were on the the windshield, if you will. And,
Hamstering?
and they were talking. No, they were just talking to me.
No.
I'm telling you, dude,
Well.
this happened.
I'm glad that
Matthew McConaughey walks through the door, and he says,
Yeah.
"Let's
says
go."
anything.
Who wants? He goes, "Who wants to play the bongos?" We're all going.
We are absolutely.
And I know I'll hate every second of being high, but I'm doing it. I'm still doing it.
Scott, are you playing the bongos with?
Oh man, you
hell
better
yeah.
believe it.
It didn't make any sense how they were
It
talking.
doesn't have to make sense.
I don't
And finally, you guys,
Here it is, right here.
we are in the golden age of television.
First of all, it was Jimmy Kimmel,
Oh,
but
Jimmy
man, he
Kimmel.
looked like
You
Jimmy
don't even
Fallon
know
in
the
my,
host.
in my brain.
right.
Dude,
That's ridiculous.
however they were speaking to one another was so unnatural that it just hit at the wrong time, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm glad you survived that.
Me too.
Collider.com put a list together of the 25 best TV performances of the 21st century. I got the top 10
Best
for you.
TV performances.
Yeah,
so,
and go, I mean, just do shows and I'll tell you who from the show.
All right.
they'll
Breaking
say
Bad.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan
as
Cranston is
Walter
the
White.
number one on this list for Breaking Bad, yes.
James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano.
That's, no, it's too early, I guess.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't in the top 10.
99. It was in the 90s.
So this is too. Yeah,
This
but
is the 21st century.
the Sopranos went into the 21st century.
Sorry, buddy.
He's not in the top
We
10.
get it. You're Italian, man. Sorry.
That's BS.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Steve Carell as
Michael Scott.
Scott.
It's number 4 from The Office.
What are we talking about?
This is
Best TV performances. John Hamm.
John Hamm is number 3 for Mad Men.
You already said Bryan Cranston?
So Bryan Cranston.
There's one on here that I don't think we're going to get.
Is there somebody from Game of Thrones?
Nobody from Game of
Is it
Thrones
somebody
in the
from
top
MASH?
10.
I'm here for Jeff Burton. Is this someone
This
from
is
MASH?
20
This is 21st century.
Elizabeth Moss
didn't hear
for
that.
Handmaid's Tale.
She was on the list, but way down.
Danny McBride.
Like Phoebe Waller-Bridge is Fleabag.
God, that
in
show was
Fleabag.
good, man.
She's number 10.
She
Viola
deserves it.
Davis from How to Get Away with Murder is number 9.
I don't know that show.
Arrested Development's Jessica Walter as Lucille.
Okay.
Catherine O'Hara from,
Moira.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The Wire's Michael K. Williams as Omar.
Yes. What about Veep?
She's
Elaine.
number 2.
Julia
Julia
Louis-Dreyfus.
Louis-Dreyfus
Oh, yeah.
as Selena Meyer.
Kyle Chandler.
You still haven't
did he
seen The
make
Wire,
number
huh?
2.
I started it. I know.
Just go.
I-
Just
everybody
do it,
says
man.
I would love it.
Best
that's
show
right up my
ever
alley.
written.
Yeah.
Best show ever
It's too
written.
late.
What about Better Call Saul?
Nope, didn't make
Bob
the
Odenkirk.
list.
Kyle Chandler.
We got one more on here. I don't think you're going to get it. I
guy
think
or
you
gal?
watched The Leftovers.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You both did. Nora Durst, her character, Carrie Coon is her real name.
Yeah.
She is amazing
Is she?
in Gilded
She's number
Age
5.
and White Lotus.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Your celebrities that are celebrating a birthday today. Keke Palmer is 32. Dylan O'Brien, that styles on MTV's Teen Wolf, is 34. Cassie, the R&B singer, is 39. Brian,
Cassie, that's Cassie Ventura. That's Diddy's
Ex-girlfriend.
Diddy's ex.
Oh.
Cassie.
Brian Kelly from Florida Georgia Line is 40. John Mulaney is 43.
I
Chris
love him.
Pine, he was brought up a few times yesterday when we were talking about actors that Hollywood's trying to push.
As an A-lister, he's Captain Kirk, right?
You don't think
yeah,
he's
sure.
an A-lister, though?
Chris Pine?
I think he's on.
He's on the cusp.
He's not a
A-minus
Holly.
line.
He's not a
I
household
kind of
name.
feel like he removed himself. Like, I saw an interview when he made that movie that was all weird.
He's
about
not a household
Hollywood.
name.
I think
Oh,
Chris
weird.
Hemsworth has taken the Chris role of that hot
It can only be one Chris.
superhero.
Well,
That's
no,
right.
there's Chris. Come on, Parks and Rec and Guardians of the
Pratt?
Galaxy. Chris Pratt.
But Chris Pratt was on that list too, as not a A-lister. But
Oh,
I
out of
think
our
he
face.
is.
That's
I think he is.
absurd. Chris
100%
Pine's
is.
45. Macaulay Culkin is 45. Mike Coulter, he is Luke Cage. He's 49. Melissa McCarthy is 55. Adrian Young from No Doubt is 56. Shirley Manson from Garbage is 59. And Chris Burke. Who's Chris Burke?
That's Corky from Life Goes On.
That's right. Corky from
Nice.
Life Goes On is 60
He burnt the
freaking
restaurant
years
down.
old, dude. 60.
He left the stove on.
Well,
Yep.
it
I
happens.
I don't know, dude. Chris Pratt, he's been in a lot of stuff. Both the Wonder Woman movies and the Dungeons & Dragons movie was awesome.
Now, I got an argument could be made.
All right.
All right. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Ava Ramone. And today's birthday girl has been in 163 fine films, including Barefoot Confidential 32, Big Rack Attack 3, Big Sausage Pizza 10, Big White Bubble Butts 2, California Hot Oil Wrestling 2, the infamous Bang House 5, Old Enough to Be Their Mother 4, another one. She was in The Ski Bitch.
Great film.
What a silly name.
Toe Jam 7, and Hookah Vig Hit a Roll in 2004's Mad at Daddy. Ava Ramone is 47 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your
That's
crap on
Ski
celebrity.
Bitch.
You were almost proud of her. You go, another one.
Another one.
She was in the Ski Bitch.
Bitch. It's a classic.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Well, yesterday's birthday girl was too. All right, we'll come back, and some of the fellows from Celebration Day and the Hard Promises will be in studio talking about the big concert coming up on Sunday over at St. Louis Music Park. What are we calling it? Rock and Roll Fantasy? Casey's Rock and Roll Fantasy? All right, welcome back to the program. Joining us in studio, Mr. Jimmy Griffin from Heart Promises and Celebration Day and a million other bands.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. And of course, our buddy John Canavera's here.
Morning.
We saw him last night at David Lee Roth.
Yeah, we did.
Good times.
You weren't there. Yeah, I mean, you missed a wonderful show.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys had a good time.
Are you not a Van Halen fan? Are you not a David Lee Roth
dude,
fan?
I was a huge Van Halen fan.
I mean, you
Huge. And the only time I ever saw them was with Gary Sharon.
Me too.
no.
Me too. That's the only time I ever saw Van Halen as the group was in 1998.
899, yeah.
1998 with the Gary Sharon Van Halen 3 lineup.
Well, the best part about it was like Ed was together. Like I never wanted to see Eddie Van Halen play bad, dude. I used to put tape all over my guitar. I loved Van Halen. You know, the problem I have with Dave was there was an old Dave quote where he said, where he said most rock critics like Elvis Costello because most rock critics look like Elvis Costello. And that made me not listen to Elvis Costello because I thought Dave was cooler. But now I'd rather go see Elvis Costello.
Well, Dave is
Still pretty
cool.
funny,
40
though.
years later. No, don't get me wrong. The guy was the king of the planet for a multitude of years, and then it kind of shifted.
Sure.
let's
John,
say.
what'd you think of the show last night?
I knew what to expect going in, so I was thoroughly entertained.
Expectations were exceeded last night, I believe.
Great.
Big time.
I believe so. The man came out in full leather.
Yeah, he can still pull that off. That's
He
good.
can-
It was like the
Yes, he
Elvis
can.
comeback special
I was
outfit.
saying, the songs he
you know?
tried.
That's the way.
That's what I heard.
The songs he tried, I mean, like, it jump at the end. He actually carried that one pretty well.
I love the backup singers who sang the parts he couldn't sing.
All right.
They were great.
I thought overall I gave the show an A-. Rafe gave it an A++++.
Really?
I gave it an
Learn-
A+. I
Scott, what'd you give
wanted
it?
to be entertained.
I gave it an A-, and last night, Clownvis was with us, and he said that he's like, think about it, this is like Elvis coming back in his 40s, but this guy's in his, what is he,
70s.
Yeah,
Right.
70s,
He made the
doing the
same
same thing, but it's
distinction,
kind of like
actually.
seeing Elvis at that point.
Yeah.
He's like, this is like seeing Elvis's comeback special.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he's
you
wearing
know,
that outfit.
he goes, you're seeing it. You may never see it again, and you never know. And honestly, man, it was a good show.
It was a great time.
fun
It was a good show. It was a great show.
He didn't try to do too much.
I bet
but
the
he
guitar
did.
player is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
What was his name?
Ari,
What was it?
Estrada.
And Dave can still hit the
Ari
mids.
Estrada.
It wasn't like he was up there cackling. Some of the stuff online is not fair to him. Because some of the stuff I've seen isolated online, you know, I can't tell if they're isolating his vocals or what they're doing, but kind of setting him up like, oh, man, this is sad. And it wasn't like that at all. He was having a good time doing his shtick in between.
Right.
Primo. Still got it as
Now-
far as laying the jokes down.
Did the backed up singers do the ow?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They
They
do
did.
those.
During
Okay.
Running with the Devil, they were doing all.
They
the
were doing
screams
all
and
this.
yelps.
Ah, yes.
They were doing the all that stuff. And he was smiling. I mean, so those parts were on, and David Lee Roth's up front, grinning ear to ear.
So did he go to did he become a member of the club? Because it seems like he has more hair than he had a couple of years ago.
oh, Hair Club for Men.
It looks
Yeah,
like
he
his.
is.
It looks like his
mean-
hairline is thinning a bit.
I mean, but who wouldn't have a thinning hair?
He kind of had that slick back helmet hair where I think there's some missing in the middle, but he had the front.
Okay.
Kind of like coming back to a swoop in the back, like a Tekken character.
Are we trading John's here?
Hey, hi.
Oh,
Hi, John.
hi, John Pisoni.
We're just adding John's.
Tripped me out,
like,
man.
what?
John Canavero off mic now. John
That's a
Pisoni on
different
mic.
John. Yeah.
Swap in.
You were probably talking too much.
That's what it was. You know, he won't shut up. This dude. Talking about Van Halen. Talking about David Lee Roth last night at the factory.
I got a text, yeah, from someone who was there.
Was
and
it Randy?
what'd they think?
oh,
No. He didn't say much about it. He's one of those people that enjoys everything.
We had vastly different experiences.
did.
He's one of those people that enjoys everything.
And?
No, I've heard other people go, ooh.
Moon is basking in this
You know,
right
like
now.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just
two
asking
people
for an opinion that's not your
Somebody
guys'.
else that I talked to said that they made it a half hour.
That's
Get
Randy.
outta here.
That was Randy because he
I didn't say
texted
that.
me as well.
Oh,
I didn't say
Randy?
that.
Big Randy from the pageant because we saw he and his wife Dee Dee before and it was exciting. And then Randy texted me about. He goes, "I made it 30 minutes." And I go
Before he left?
Yes. and
Why?
then
Because out of I can't take this?
I guess
Get
he was
outta
not entertained.
here.
But you know what?
But then I said to Randy, I go, "I'm having a great time," and he goes, "You get it, little lady." So he understands.
I got up front too, but here's the thing: some people went there to hate because
Did
I
Randy go there
got
to
up
hate?
front with
No,
some
People
people.
are going to hate?
He didn't
There
go
were
there
some people
to
that went there to be
Who
that
has
went
that
there.
kind of time?
Well, we had some mixed expectations where some people went there to be like, I'm going to watch this S show.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I went up front and the guy's like, he tried to do that to me. He goes, woof, struggling, huh? And I go,
You shut your mouth when you're talking.
and
to
I
me.
just go, I didn't say that. I go, tell me what you don't like about it. And he goes, well, I mean, it sounds pretty good. And I go, exactly.
go.
So I'm like, you already came in here. Just you decided you weren't going to like it, and then when I asked you to explain it to me, you're like, actually, it is kind of good. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you're just choosing to have a bad time?
There were
You chose hate tonight.
Yeah.
It's not
Then I
1984.
slapped the hell out of him.
Wait, so that was the only review that was in the text is I left after a half hour? That's all he said?
Yeah.
That was no. That's just what I heard from someone else. The guy that he didn't really give me a review. He was just like he sent me like a couple of clips. He's one of those people that likes everything, so he enjoyed it.
Oh, okay,
He
great.
enjoyed it. I would have loved it. Don't get me wrong.
And what do you mean? Who's got
Dave
time
was
to
never
go there?
like a
People
great
got
singer.
time.
No,
It
who's
was,
got
you know what I mean?
time
He
to
was
go to
more of a-
something that they're
I mean, I love the way he sang, but it was
wanting
more
to hate?
about
Personality.
performance. Yeah.
This is there's a reason there was never a live Van Halen album.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean?
There is a live Van Halen album.
No, not with Dave.
With Sammy. Yeah.
Not
Dome came at the end.
what's that?
Right, Tokyo Dome one.
Came out in 2015.
Thank you, John.
Okay,
Yeah.
and when did they record that?
yeah.
When they were in the 80s and the 70s?
No,
It's actually from the future.
That's what I'm
With
saying.
Wolfie
Yeah.
as
even in their era.
Yeah.
That was
They
2015.
were a mess. They were a great mess. They were a giant, loud, beautiful mess.
Right.
But I mean, dude, you watch the old stuff. I mean, they're geeked out of their heads.
Yeah.
Everything is fast. He's off time. Like, and it was probably amazing to watch, but you wouldn't want to sit around and listen.
I saw it in '84, but I was 12, so close. I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. But
Well, listen, let's talk about Sunday.
yeah, right.
Well,
Okay.
Feldman.
Listen, he ain't no Corey Feldman.
I'm just saying, he goes, who's got time to like go to that? I go, people go to the Corey Feldman experience
Right.
to be like, what is this?
Right.
And I think people had that expectation a little bit with Dave.
Hey, at least it's not Frankie Valli. You seen those videos?
well, that poor guy.
Oh, you mean the
Why are they even
Showbiz
doing
Pizza
that?
Fun Time Band?
What are they
Frankie
doing?
Valli? I mean, that poor guy's in his 90s.
Yeah,
and
they're just putting him out there.
I
He
know.
looks he's just
that's
confused and-
elder abuse.
It is. It's terrible.
Jimmy,
It's
you
not
seen
that
those
bad.
videos of Frankie
Oh,
Valli?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
sad.
like, what's happening?
And then we just played with Blue Oyster Cult. Buck is 77, and the other guy's 80
Yeah,
years
Eric
old.
Bloom's 80 years old.
And they're out there rocking Godzilla like
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah, right,
business.
Man,
Lern
great.
did make the observation, which I agree with, that David Lee Roth did look like a marionette being puppeteered by someone because he's like so skinny.
By
and,
the
like,
universe.
He has no butt anymore, and he kind of just like looks like there's somebody above him being like,
Yeah.
ice cream man, baby.
Look at the Sony.
You know what I mean? He always do this and go,
but he was always like,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
always
yeah.
like that anyway.
Yeah, like he's presenting a game show. Like, hey, it's Plinko behind me.
aren't they
Look at
fantastic?
this.
So weird. It's so good.
It's show business, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
He is Bob Barker.
He was,
Even in
man.
the old days.
he
It's
was,
like,
he was like a game show presenter.
yeah, look to my left. Look to my right.
Yeah, but he's
Stories that don't
the
go anywhere.
It's the ringmaster, right? It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
character. It's
yeah,
the
yeah, that is his
ringmaster
Totally.
character. All right,
He was,
so
yeah.
Sunday, fellas. Sunday, St. Louis Music Park. You have 3 fantastic tribute acts taking the stage for Keishi's Rock and Roll Fantasy. So we begin with Breakfast in America, which is a Supertramp celebration. Not familiar with them so much.
Okay, that's Billy Audrain from Thunderhead. Sings all the Roger Hodgson stuff. John Gore. It's basically, if you've ever seen any of John Gore's bands, which is Billy the Kid or Dogs of Society, it's basically that band with Billy in it, and they're fabulous. They're all great musicians, and yeah, just if you dig Supertramp, they'll
I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen him, so.
Yeah.
Then you got Hard Promises.
Those guys suck.
That's a tribute to Tom Petty, where Jimmy, you're on vocals, and John, you're on drums.
Indeed.
And then Celebration Day, a tribute to Zeppelin. Closes out the night where Jimmy, you step back to guitar.
Yep.
Marcus the singer, and John, you're still on drums.
Yes.
Different drum kit, but yeah.
Different drum kit, but
He's got to play a different kit.
your
right?
arms feel like they're gonna fall off after the end of the night.
No, that's not that bad. Last year was worse.
Last year
I
he
did
did
Thunderhead.
Thunderhead.
So I
Oh,
did.
my Lord.
I did an hour of Rush and an hour and a half of Zeppelin. If it was 2+ hours of both, I'd need a different workout regimen. But that's like an hour. I'm all right.
So what are you saying? The Tom Petty stuff's just in the
Yeah,
groove,
that's
it's
not.
fine.
That's not physically demanding. You know what I mean? It's not nearly as physically demanding. So.
Right. So let me ask you, how did each of these bands come together to do these tribute
I can
acts?
tell them the Celebration Day story.
You go ahead.
Yeah, it was the end of a El Monstero show. This is when I was still just a guest. I was the guy that sang "Have a Cigar," and I was overstaying my welcome in the dressing room, drinking their booze.
When is this guy going to get the hell out of here?
Exactly that. And now knowing John, I know he was like, "What is this guy?" Anyway, so it was him and Favaz. And Favaz was talking. He was like, "Man, this tribute," and this is 20 years ago. And he's like, "This tribute thing is really good. You should get a Zeppelin thing together." And John's like, "Okay, well, but who am I going to get to play guitar?"
Well, I said I wanted to do a Zeppelin thing.
Right.
I said, this is fun, but I was never a Pink Floyd guy growing up. I was a Zeppelin guy.
Right.
So he said, do it.
Yeah. And he was like, "Who am I going to get to play guitar?" And I'm like sitting in the corner over eavesdropping, and I'm like,
You go,
"Yeah, I could
He goes,
do that."
get that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you want to do that? He was like, yeah. I go, because Mark could do it.
Yeah.
And that's really how it started.
so just channeling, and we'll just talk, because you sing, Tom Petty's parts in Hard Promises. What's the hardest part of like channeling the vocal vibe without it sounding like an impersonation?
Well, I really love Tom. Like, I didn't have to learn anything to do this gig. I know these songs like the back of my hand just from listening to them for all this time. So and that's why we don't dress up. That's why I don't wear a blonde wig or any of that. It's like this is not a fake thing. We're just playing rock and roll songs and trying to make it sound as much like the songs that you love that we love.
Because we went to go see Aerosmith's, tribute Draw the Line on Saturday up at the Family Arena. And that was a full-on, the lead singer was dressed like Steven Tyler, did the Steven Tyler moves. And
Yeah. Well, that I think in that type of gig, you kind of have to, because
He's like a character.
Yeah, there are very few people that can sing those songs.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something you just, like, I couldn't, if you said, sing all these Aerosmith songs, I'd be like, good luck.
Well, actually, reading up on that band, the lead singer, won a Steven Tyler lookalike contest back in the 90s.
Right.
Okay.
And was like, oh, I sound like him too. Let's put something together. And that's...
Which is just crazy.
we have
It's
the
one
same
thing to
mom.
look like him.
They may have the same mom.
Hey, dude, you're his brother.
Yeah, you're a Tallarico, dude.
Yeah, they look and sound alike, which is crazy. So do you aim, and both of you guys, do you aim for note recreations, or do you allow the band's personality to kind of peek through?
Both. If that makes sense. Like, especially as a drummer, I might not know every single fill, but it's not like I'm not going to do a big John Bonham fill. It's still going to be a fill that belongs there. It just may not be the exact drum fill that's in the song. Does that make sense?
So
You know what I mean?
listen, there'll be hardcore Zeppelin fans out there. Have you ever had somebody approach you saying,
dude,
that's not how they play it?
And I've already been, like, especially the Rush one, like, everything, every
that's a
single
whole
note that
nother
Neil
world.
Peart did was with a purpose. Literally, there's only so much room in this brain to get every, like, I'll hear them. And then what happens is as you get there, you're like, wait, is that the fill for this verse or the second? Just pick one and do it. That it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it as long as the spirit of it's there. But like Petty is weird because I'm essentially emulating like 3 different drummers.
Yeah.
And the original guy has a really unique style. The guy that's on all the old Tom Petty stuff. And it's really like groovy and it's kind of hard to play like him. It's weird. It's not physically hard. But it's hard. Like when I play it, I go, man, I'm playing too fast. Am I playing too slow?
So here's a question.
Feel right.
Here's a question for both of you guys. For both the bands, for both Celebration Day and Hard Promises, what songs are most deceptively difficult to play? Maybe Jimmy asking you about singing.
Yeah. What was the one we did where it was so hard for me to get? It was a newer one. It was the weirdest. Time to move on. It's time to get going.
Oh, Time to Move On.
Yeah,
It's on,
that
on
is
Wildflower.
a really messed
Wildflowers.
up song. That and it's not even rhythmically. It's just the way the chords go, and then it goes backwards.
Yeah.
Because usually I can sit down and figure out one of these songs about 5 minutes. And this was like, I do not have this at all.
Yeah,
And we had to work
that
on
one's
it
a
to
little
practice.
tricky.
Yeah.
Kind of up tempo for Tom. Yeah. Zeppelin, which ones are hard? Well, with the Crunge, we did that once. That one's really tricky.
Yeah.
But we only did it once.
You ever done an Achilles' Last Stand at Celebration?
Yes.
We did it a couple of times.
We did it. We had the Guitarchestra.
Yeah.
There's like, we had 3 other guitar players.
Yeah.
Come up for that song to do all the.
It's a 10-minute
all
song.
the little parts. Yeah.
You guys
And
ever do like their B-sides, like Stairway to Heaven?
Not last year.
Here's the funny thing. Yeah, we ran out of time last year. The very first year we did it, we were like, let's be the Zeppelin tribute that doesn't do Stairway.
That's great. That's
We were
actually
like, let's
really
just
great.
not do it. And then we were rehearsing, and we were like, you were like, well, and you started playing it. It was like, it sounds pretty good. We got so we wussed out. But yeah, we weren't going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny part about Achilles is it's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
So we'd start it, and you see like 70% of the audience, but the other 30% had never heard that.
Yeah, they were like, we don't know what this
70% were
is.
like,
you know.
oh yeah. And by about 4 minutes in, people are like, yeah.
That's a long one. That's
Well, we rehearsed last night.
That's a bring a lunch.
Yeah.
That's a bring a lunch song.
We were rehearsing last night. We were doing Kashmir. And it's kind of the same thing over and over and over. And I told him, like, I start thinking, like, about what I have to do tomorrow when I'm playing that one. It's just like, so what time we got to get there?
Dry cleaning.
I got another verse left, yeah.
Here's,
that one.
I know you don't have headphones.
They're
on,
long.
John, so
Sorry.
I'm playing a little Achilles' Last Stand.
Yeah. It's fun. It was fun.
You get about 3 minutes before the singing starts.
Yeah.
Just riding this horse. Nigga down, nigga down, nigga down.
Exactly.
I would love to hear this.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah. And then we did it one other time, only with one extra guitar player.
Right.
So we were missing some good parts, but it was cool.
Do you know this one, Moon?
Yeah, I know it well enough because there's a lot of Greek fire stuff that was kind of influenced by that.
Oh, okay.
By that particular song.
So
feel.
you're hip to all the. There's like 8 guitar tracks going. And
Yeah, let me go 5 minutes in.
Which is funny because when Zeppelin would do these songs live, it was just Jimmy. And so there's a gazillion parts missing.
There we go. But yeah, we did all the parts. Like everything was
awesome.
there. It was pretty fun.
You guys have to have conversations because when we did see Draw the Line, the Aerosmith tribute, they did some deep cuts.
Yeah.
That, like Rizz and I were kind of like
give me
man, 80% of the audience doesn't even know this song.
They did like a Seasons of Wither.
Oh, that's not even that deep. I thought
That's
you were
a
going to
deep
say
cut.
like Uncle Salty or something like that.
No, we want.
Do you guys have conversations about that? Where you're
Yeah.
just like, how deep of a cut do we go, and how much do we service the hits?
For like this weekend, we're doing an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 50, something like, or hour and 40, no, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Hour and a half. That's just like hit the bangers, right? But when we play in the winter, we go over 2 hours. We do we've been doing 25 a night.
Yeah.
And so 2 nights.
Yeah.
So we can mix it up. So we always throw some a couple of deeper ones in both nights.
Yeah, that was
for the heads.
One of my favorite stories ever was that when was it Lou Fest that fell apart and
Yes.
Robert Plant played the pageant?
Yes.
He was rehearsing. That was the start of that tour. He was rehearsing at the pageant for like 5 days before that, and he was backstage, and they have all the set lists on the cage and stuff. And he was looking at the Celebration Day set list, and Randy happened to walk past him, and he said, "Yeah, there's some local guys that do a tribute." And he goes, "They play a lot of songs."
Oh,
It was like 25
awesome.
songs because they would never played more than 12, 13. You know, it would still be a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
But, Dazed was 15 minutes
Whole
long.
Lot of Love was
All right,
long,
what
yeah.
what songs are locks?
Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do Black Dog.
Black Dog.
Rock and roll.
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreakers always.
Sometimes we don't. When we do 2 nights, sometimes we won't play rock and roll. Even
Why?
though it is like
Just 'cause it's
standard. Play it one of the 2 nights. It's not much fun to play.
I played rock and roll with the guys from Trickster, so that's
And as far as the Tom Petty stuff goes, I mean, your locks are
There's so
Running
I
Down
mean,
a Dream.
it's the easiest set list in the world to make. I mean,
Refugee, Run Down Dream,
Yeah.
Free Falling,
Here Comes My Girl.
Here Comes My Girl.
There's so many great songs.
There's too many.
man.
There's too many.
Who's doing Stop Dragging? Are you doing duets?
Susie Bassino is with us. So
Yeah. And she'll do that and change the locks. So that's
yeah.
It's awesome.
It's good.
It's going to be a magical
Bring even
evening.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
It's Sunday over at St. Louis Music Park.
Going to be 78 degrees again, I think.
I'm going to be very
Perfect
tired.
weekend, you
I'll
guys.
live.
Yeah, you had great weather for El Monstero too this year.
You should tell him your schedule for the weekend, John.
Yeah.
Tell me your
that's gonna be
schedule,
fun.
John Pisoni.
Well, we rehearsed last night.
Yeah.
I have to rehearse with the Urge tonight.
Uh-huh.
We're rehearsing Celebration Day again tomorrow.
Well, where's the Urge playing?
So that's where I'm getting.
We're
at.
getting there.
Oh.
So then Celebration Day Wednesday, Thursday Hard Promises is rehearsing. Friday I have a gig with the John Hughes Experience, so I have all my guitar stuff.
Yeah.
But the next day the Urge is playing down at the Lake of the Ozarks with 311 and Tonic and something else that they have an Ozark amphitheater there.
Right.
With an 11 o'clock load-in.
Oh,
So I'm going to leave after the gig on Friday, drive down to the lake, play the gig, come straight back because I have a 9 o'clock load-in on Sunday. to
Oh,
play
my
2 gigs on
God.
Sunday, so
You know, there were some
I could have
guys-
done that in my 20s.
There were some guys in my
Yeah.
neighborhood. Remember when it was a heat wave and it was like 1,000 degrees out?
Yeah.
And they were up on roofs shingling and taking stuff off. I know you got it
No,
hard,
it's just
man.
one.
I know
This is the thing about being in all these bands, right? So I get like
it's tough being a rock star. I know. I get it,
Oh,
man.
believe me, I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining at all. It's just sleep. I'm worried about sleep. No, it's not the
I'm busting
the
balls.
physical labor is not. That's not. I could play all day long. It's just like he'll call and go, "Hey, are you free on this day?" And I look at my calendar and go, "Yeah." Oh, it's the day before.
He pulls,
Day
he
before I
pulls
got
up
2
to a
gigs. All
concrete
right.
crew and he's like, I know exactly how you guys feel.
John,
Yeah, the guys
I'm
climbing
on my
up
way to the
ladder
Ozarks right now.
to go play
Hey,
with 311.
hey, chain gang. I feel you.
Hey.
Right there with you.
Dude, to his credit, because we've done a few shows together, like he'll try. You'll pull off and go, well, okay, I'm looking 6 months ahead, and then I have 4 hours total between these 3 weeks, so maybe we can make it work.
that was
and
the-
he'll try to do it.
That was the problem with the punk rock Christmas is like between
Right.
where I have the Urge one night, Hard Promises the next, and then Monstero rehearsals start. So it's like,
He's like,
we gotta squeeze it in there.
there was one point where he's literally, I'm going to try to make it work, but I have 4 hours that month.
Yeah.
It's free.
John, do you
I
do
hope you
anything
make it through.
after? Like, I know Jimmy after El Monstero, you always have a steak. Do you do anything like that, like a ritual? After
Not
shows?
anymore.
No.
It's because it's kind of like, it's just another. What's next?
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Now, after Celebration Day in the winter, we usually do a big dinner,
That's
which is
cool.
awesome.
Yes.
Everybody in the Y's, and we go
To
on
celebrate
Yeah.
Celebration Day.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well put.
All right, it's Keishi's Rock and Roll Fantasy Celebration Day, a tribute to Zeppelin. Heart Promises, a tribute to Petty. Breakfast in America, a Super Tramp celebration. St. Louis Music Park, doors are at 6, show 7. Get your tickets where?
LiveNation.com.
Thank you, John, from Live Nation.
LiveNation.com.
All right, fellas.
Yesterday, I got to thank you. I had to explain to Ruckus what a mingus was.
Oh,
Very
yes.
cool.
The last one was
Dingus and a mingus?
Yeah, the one before that was Dad. What's finger blasting?
Oh, wow.
Well, that's Uncle Rafe.
This show is not for everybody.
You texted me about that one.
Don't put your dingus in the mingus. You guys know what vague booking is?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I can't believe adults do this.
Yo, prayer warriors, gather around.
So vague booking. Okay, so somebody brought this to my attention. I'm not on Facebook a lot. Every once in a while I'll snoop around. But it's a friend of mine from back east. Okay, sent me a posting from another friend of ours.
Okay.
And they wrote, "Today really put everything into perspective. Funny how people just show their true colors when you least expect it. Nothing to say more here, just wow. Some bridges were meant to burn, I guess. Please don't ask. Those who need to know, know. Just keep me in your thoughts tonight. Tomorrow's a new chapter." What?
I mean, it's so annoying.
What?
What was the point?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. This is somebody that's my age. This is a 47-year-old person.
That's how I feel about every vague post. Is I'm like, this was just self-flag. This is just masturbatory. It is. There's no end game. It is just to like
attention.
It's it. The prayer warriors circle up. I can't tell you now nor anytime in the future, but know that I need you tonight.
But why?
Well, how do I pray on something I don't know? I don't know what I can't send a blank telegram up to the Lord. What am I praying about?
He's going to ask questions. He's going to want to know why.
Does someone have an ailment? Did you lose your car keys? Like, what happened?
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
I think the AI needs to be used here by Facebook to categorize things. And this would be categorized in personal journaling. Because I think a lot of people that would normally have eventually found, maybe in their 30s or their 40s, like journaling being a very healthy practice.
Yeah.
This is a journal entry.
Yeah.
But we've normalized making these journal entries public. And so I'm trying to find the positive here, and I think the positive is at least they're journaling. It's just they're doing it publicly. So I think the AI should come in and say, oh, this is a personal journal post, and it puts it on a back page. That's the Facebook journal post.
But at least for
Dave or whatever his name is.
The journal, you're telling everything. There's nothing vague. Like if you got a journal, you're putting it all on the page. You're like, there's specifics and, Rhonda's a bitch or whatever. This is like keeping all of the proper nouns and any detail that would be to specify what the issue is.
Interesting.
It's just interesting enough. And when I was younger, I'd be like, oh man, like Sally's really having a rough one. I'm going to call her and be like, hey man, are you all good? Because I have a cousin that does this. And it kind of rippled through our family earlier this year where it was like this very vague post about something really deep going on. And it got the aunts and the cousins all
everybody worried.
Everybody's worried. Now we're reaching out, which is the right thing to do. You reach out and people are doing a call for help. That's all right. But it's like, why don't you just tell somebody what the issue is rather than having to post it like this?
Well, this is all designed to elicit concerned responses from friends and family.
Absolutely.
It is a call for attention or a need for validation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you ever seen somebody up the ante in the comments and be like, I'll see your self-seeking narcissism and I'll raise you my own? Where they'll respond and be like, tell me about it. Gaslighting is a serious problem. I should know. I'm going through it right now. And I'm just like, wow, you vague book, they're vague book. Whoa. And then that person's like, it's just like they leave a vague, I also am going through this with a person who shall be named later. I am also a victim.
So now
I won't tell you what I'm a victim of.
Now you're making them question.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it right back at them.
Right.
Throw it right back at them.
I think the worst follow-up to that, and this happens, and I'm not saying anything about the people that do this in the texting and whatever, but when they have one of those posts and then 2 days later they go, nice to see who my real friends are that reached out about
I
this.
know. That's right.
It's a bait.
And it's like,
Oh, man.
so I'm not your real friend because I didn't respond to this
That's right.
absurdity, this journal
the
entry?
response is, I'm not playing this game.
Well,
I like
it
the
doesn't work
people-
for me.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I like this.
It doesn't work for me.
Well, the people that air it out also I don't love either. That are like, just went to court to try to get custody of my kids. Lydia's a
It's
bitch.
too much, yeah.
I had camera footage of her drunk driving with them in the car.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, okay, maybe
I'd
there's
rather
a happy medium here, guys.
I would rather have that.
Me too, but then
Rafe's in the comments saying, post the footage.
Yeah, I want to see the footage.
I do like when people get in there and like be like, maybe Facebook isn't the place for this. I like those commenters, and I'm like, like you
Not
just
a
got
real
burned
friend.
on your own.
No, Facebook is the place for this.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's everywhere, man. Once a week, I see somebody in my life just
Yeah.
vague booking, and I'm going, man,
booking.
I
I
can't.
can't.
That's what it is.
Deal.
I can't keep up
It's
with
a lot. There's a lot of that goes on with like parents kind of throwing like just the sliver of shade on the other like parents that aren't together and being like, must be nice to live your life with no responsibilities even though you have 2 kids. And it's just like, we all know you're talking about Dan. Just say Dan. Just
Right.
like call him out. But it won't be like enough to really like compile a case against this person. It's just like vague musings about stuff.
So vague booking, the definition is a blend of vague and Facebooking. Vague booking is the practice of making a post on social media, primarily Facebook, that is intentionally vague but highly personal and emotional.
Just cried
Dude,
in my car
I just
for
can't
an
believe
hour.
somebody close to 50 years old would post something like that.
I
And they
remember
do.
finding out about the Instagram stories, like that you can look who sees it.
Right.
I remember finding that out by someone posting a story that said, I saw everybody that looked at my stories and only blah, 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 blah reached out.
Oh,
and they like tagged,
no.
you know, and I was like, saw everybody that reached stories. Like they did this
They're
exact
gonna
thing.
swipe
but
up.
Yeah, and I was like, I had to tell Mallory, I was like, you can see people that look at your stories, and she goes, yeah, everybody knows that. And I was like, well,
Not everybody.
I didn't know it, but I'm going to unfollow
It blows your mind
this
whenever
person.
you do it for the first time and go, whoa,
Yeah,
man.
I was like, I'm going to unfollow this person because apparently I'm not a friend because I saw the story and didn't text him
Well,
or something.
God.
It must end. Just go to people with your problems, whether it's the person that you're upset with or not. Like, just call somebody.
I need attention.
But I will say,
Attention.
you shouldn't be surprised that a person close to 50 is doing it because that is the demo. The people that don't really understand what Facebook is are the 50 to 70-year-olds. Like, it's a lot of my mom's friends. It's a lot of my aunts that are doing this vague booking. There are some young people that do it too, but I feel like it is rampant amongst.
Yeah, it's like
the
a high
same thing
school-
as like my aunt sharing the $100 bill on the windshield, like not vetting anything, or any Facebook post that starts with true story. I'm out.
Well,
If
most of
yours-
the time,
it's usually a very long.
most of the time,
multi-paragraph.
this is calling somebody out. So
100%.
So don't be a coward. If you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah,
no
it's an
half
indirect.
measures.
It's passive.
No
aggressive.
half measures. Just do it.
Or it's letting someone know that you have a medical issue. I feel like that's a big one too, but not wanting to say what it is.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that I see that I used to see the most.
Don't want to talk about it, but know this, prayer warriors.
It's the victim
The
attention.
time has come. Circle up.
Am I going to answer? Am I asking Cancer God? Am I asking Herpes God? What am I
I
doing?
don't know.
Right, they're
we
two
got.
different
What are we
people.
doing? What kind of prayer am I asking for? I need to let him know. Am I asking for a cancer prayer? Am I asking for a herpes prayer? Or what?
It was always like if being bit by a spider wasn't bad enough, somebody just ran over my mailbox today. I'm like, oh well, that sucks. But the next day there's another negative post, and then the next one is what other tragedy befall?
That's fine if it's
Well,
specific.
Let's keep it negative, guys, because we got something new to worry about.
Okay.
Did you ever? Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear the way she just said that?
She took her pen out and everything. She's just gonna
Okay.
write down.
Write this down. Lauren.
Okay, I'm typing.
The deadly flesh-eating screwworm.
Gosh, damn it.
Yeah.
At least it's got a sense of humor.
The deadly flesh-eating screwworm detected in the U.S. for the first time in years. So a human in the U.S. for the first time in years has been infected with the flesh-eating screwworm. It's a case in Maryland. The patient had just gotten back from El Salvador, where this parasite has been spreading north through Central America. So it's making its way here. So what is it? The New World screwworm is a fly whose larvae don't wait for dead flesh. They make it.
Ew. It's like one of these flies that'll fly out of your skin because it'll.
Yeah, dude, this is
Gross.
crazy. Just reading up on this. So, a female fly is attracted to even the tiniest break in skin. We're talking a tick bite-sized wound.
Neat.
So, it lays a mass of eggs, 200 to 300 at a time,
Holy cow.
In your skin.
up to 3,000 in this fly's short life. And when those eggs hatch, the maggots burrow into living tissue.
Ugh.
They tunnel, they feed, they expand the wound,
Okay.
and then it starts to stink.
Ew.
Literally a foul, rotting odor. Because the larvae are destroying skin and soft tissue as it feeds.
That's impressive.
Sometimes my bottom has that smell.
So the gruesome part, if somebody's infected, you might actually see writhing maggots in an open wound.
It's like a Marilyn Manson music video.
In severe cases, they could be in the nose, eyes, or mouth. And the pain is intense, and the tissue damage can turn deadly if not treated fast.
Is this one of those earned things, though? And I'm not talking about like the absolutely, like the world's poorest. I'm not talking about that. But if you get something like this, if you're a Missourian,
Who's got the screw worm?
you get the screw worm in 2 places. Did you earn it? You know what I mean? Like, did you not bathe for a few months? Did you not? Did you do nothing
like
to
that's
take
what
care
it
of
is.
yourself?
I think so.
Like that's what's in the bottom of a Missouri bottle of tequila.
The screw worm.
You eat the screw worm when it's done.
So the big picture of this thing is the screw worm was eradicated from North America decades ago, but it's been roaring back in the South. Spikes in Panama in 2023, then Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Mexico through 2024. The U.S. even paused imports of livestock like cattle, horses, and bison across parts of the southern border this year because this bug is a nightmare for animals, too.
Oh, really? Okay.
It could devastate herds, which
Maybe I
is
was
why
wrong.
the USDA calls it a threat to food supply and national security.
So the fly comes down, bites you real quick.
It bites you in an infected, in an open wound. So
It lays its eggs
It lays its eggs in an open wound. So on you somewhere like this
Yeah, but
fly.
how quick? Like, do I got to be sleeping? Is this a I'm sleeping
So
outside
if you
thing?
smack it, does it just pump the eggs in quicker?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I need to know.
Is it Phillips? Is it flat?
Remember, I was all what was the tiny head thing from was that West Nile?
Well, West Nile was with the mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes. I was all freaked out about West Nile. We were all scared about that. Now I'm scared about these flies. What do the flies look like?
So who's at risk?
They look like maggots.
Well, you got to look at the maggots. They're gross.
Yeah, the maggots are.
Yeah, but the
Just
maggots
look
ain't
like
in there
little
without the
boogers.
flies.
It'll make your wound bigger because it's feeding on it and just eating.
You know, you're gonna have this pus-filled, maggot-filled
That smells.
skin.
So who's at risk? Travelers to affected regions, anyone around livestock in rural areas where these flies are active, and people with any kind of open wound. Again, even a tiny one.
Anybody have an open wound right now?
Well, if you've traveled south and have a wound, if you have a wound that's getting bigger and you traveled south and you go, what's going on here? If it smells bad or shows any sign of movement, yes, movement, get medical help immediately.
Ugh.
Oh man, this looked like a normal fly.
Yeah, my wound is bubbling.
This ain't no goofy looking fly.
Dinner. Yeah, that is disgusting, and I'm not leaving my house ever again.
Yep.
Did you say New World or old World?
New World Order worm.
Because there's an Old World screw worm
This
fly.
is the New World screw worm.
New World
Screw worm.
Okay. Boys, I hate to tell you.
It's here.
I'm just saying, it just looks like a housefly.
I know.
I know, that's really upsetting. Good thing my cats eat the flies in our house
That's
if
what
they're
it
ever
looks
in there.
I mean, he looks ever so slightly different, but y'all
I guess to a, to a person who knows. If you know, you know. The New World screw worm. Something new to worry about.
Wow.
All right, we'll come back. We'll do some sports. And if we have time, an email or two. With the WNBA, how many incidents of dildos being tossed on the court have there been? I think we counted 6. 6 or 7.
What do you mean, this year?
Yes, within the past couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a trend.
It's been a trend. It's been a thing.
Dildos are so hot right now.
Listen, but dildos being thrown on courts and fields have been a thing forever, actually.
Not the lime green ones.
Since the dawn of time, actually.
The dawn of time, you said?
Since men have been playing sport professionally. A sex toy was thrown onto the field during the Minnesota Vikings Tennessee Titans preseason finale in Nashville on Friday. It was a neon green.
There is some weird QAnon 5chan situation going on.
5chan?
Or 4chan, whatever the hell it is that you people are on.
What?
There is some sort of conspiracy that I am getting on board with. I feel like there's more to this than we assume.
Big silicone?
It's either big silicone or it's some sort of like message, like trying to activate.
Green is the color of money.
To activate the sleeper cells.
Yes. So
wait for the green. Hey,
am
wait
not
for the
down.
green dildo.
What's the signal? Oh, you'll know.
You'll know.
This is it.
1 if by sea, 2 if by land.
Oh, you'll know.
On the 7th dildo.
Yes. Oh, something is happening.
It's got to be green, a specific color.
That's what I mean.
You may see other colors.
And
There'll be a rash of things that appear where they otherwise would not appear, and that's wangs
What if
on
green's the all clear?
Green is the
Nothing
color
needs
that
to be
genius
done,
is
but as soon
picked,
as a
okay?
red dildo hits the floor, it's on.
no.
That's
Scatter.
right. It's just weird that they all have been lime green. I'm just saying, like, what did one guy buy a ton of them and mail them to his friends and are like, hey, if you're going to a sporting event,
Throw this.
throw this.
Well, this one landed on the 6-yard line, so it was a pretty good toss.
Nice.
They're like, hey, we want you for the Titans.
The item was quickly picked up and given to a security guard. The Titans said they had footage of the person who threw the object and gave the info to the Nashville police. Again, similar incidents have been occurring at WNBA games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro. You heard the... Oh, wait. Is this...
This is the Titans
Right,
Vikings game.
but this
This is
isn't
on
a green
Sunday. Oh, is it not?
Well,
I thought it was.
I was told it was green.
I was also told it was green.
Okay, you remember the one from years ago that had a face on it?
No.
It was flesh colored.
Oh, that was the one that threw at
Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah.
Okay, that's the one that that's the picture that they're looking at.
This is from all reports was neon green.
Yeah, it's green.
Okay.
It's just odd. I'm just saying, get a different color if it's not a conspiracy theory.
Dildos at sporting events have made a comeback. It's so hot right now.
I like to think it's just good, old-fashioned getting on board with a bit, pattern recognition.
You seeing this, though?
We got a couple greens out there, and everybody's like, green's the color. Let's go.
Yeah,
right.
that it's a crypto meme.
A crypto
coin.
meme coin claimed credit for this particular
Yeah,
stunt.
but I think they're claiming credit so they can get publicity. That's my opinion, but
That's what they want you
Age-old
to
they want me to
do.
think that.
Marketing campaigns, man.
All right. Like, remember GoldenPalace.com used to write, on streakers' backs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a
We're
thing.
still talking about
That was a thing for GoldenPalace.com.
it was always a bald guy with no butt running with goldenpalace.com.
Right.
That's crazy.
That had its day back in the early 2000s. All right, let's do sports. All right,
I
Moon,
think
what
that
do we
was
got?
Johnny Venus, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was him.
I used to post those photos and say Johnny Venus strikes again. And I had so many people being like, man, dude, I can't believe Johnny hasn't gotten
He's
arrested yet. And I
wild.
was like, well, dude, they're bailing him out with that Golden Palace money. What am I doing? Sports. Yeah,
yes.
that's right. Sports is brought to you by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Please stay and dine. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions. The Cardinals got some late-night fireworks at Busch after blowing a one-run lead in the ninth. Alec Burleson found out that it was Polo Asensio's birthday, and he did this.
Batazo elevado, jardín central para atrás Canario, más atrás Canario, sigue Canario, se le va a acabar el camino. ¡Burleson! ¡En la historia! ¡Biscuit para todos! Y los Cardenales dejan en el terreno con un cuadrangular de Alec Michael Burleson a los Piratas de Pittsburgh por todo el jardín central. 7-6, se acabó el juego.
Yeah, on his birthday.
Yeah.
A walk-off
So
on
good.
Polo's birthday.
As he said, they beat the Pirates 7-6.
I did see the Wilson Contreras got thrown out of the game yesterday. That was pretty
What happened
good.
to him?
Yeah, lots of drama.
He was pretty angry, it seemed like.
McGreevy battled back after giving up two early homers to notch a career-high 7 strikeouts. Cards dropped a 5-run fifth to to take the lead, and then emotions boiled over. Contreras and Marmol were both ejected in the 7th after a heated exchange with the umpire.
Contreras threw his bat.
Yeah, he threw his bat, and he said he even apologized. It wasn't like a direct, moment of disrespect, but I guess the ump took it that way and wasn't hearing the apology. Here's a weird note. Now, the cards say that 17,675 fans showed up, okay? And Rizz always has a comment about that.
No.
Even still, with the Cardinals saying that only 17,675 people, which there's no way there was that many people, that is the smallest crowd in Busch Stadium 3 history outside of COVID-restricted
Under
games.
20,000. That is. And if you look, it is not 17,000.
Yeah. Does not look good.
No,
It does
it's
not
like
look good.
However many tickets. You got to show us tickets scanned, not tickets
man.
out there.
Man.
It did not look good, and it was dressed as an empty seat night.
And people really showed up.
So there was 17,000. There was 16,000 people dressed.
We're giving away the invisible bobblehead.
16,000 people showed up for Invisible Seat.
Yeah.
St. Louis City SC, speaking of not good, they gave up a 2-1 late loser there again in the 75th
Very
minute.
controversial, though, right?
It was controversial. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible penalty call at the end. What Roman Berkey called a joke.
Right.
So that was
I saw people pissed about that all over.
That was an
social media.
absolute bummer. Yo, did you hear about this? This story just came out, I think, just a couple days ago. A bullet pierced the office window of Chiefs head coach Andy Reid last summer when he was inside working late. Sources say that the 67-year-old coach, fresh off his 3rd Super Bowl win, was just sitting there, and 15 feet from where he was, a bullet lodged in the wall. That's the audio from it. Damn. It happened around midnight, May 2024. The incident was kept quiet for more than a year. Even chief staff didn't know about it until now. Police say there was no evidence that Reid was targeted, but the case is still being investigated as an aggravated assault since the building was occupied at the time. Now, there were 2 other bullets that struck the practice facility. One hitting a floor above Reid's office and another in an outdoor AC unit. No arrests have been made. In the aftermath, Reid's office was retrofitted with bulletproof glass, and the Chiefs have ramped up security around their facility.
That's good. Protect Andy at all costs.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just messed up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, thank you. One final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. That's it for us. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you check out the Celebration Days, guys, and make sure you check out the Hard Promises fellas
The
over
Rock
at
and Roll
St. Louis
Fantasy.
Music Park. Sunday, show starts at 7. Get your tickets at livenation.com. If you missed anything on the program, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And today's podcast is titled
RizzShow presents Crazy Frog.
All right. What else, man?
Happy birthday to my daughter. She is 17 today.
Oh, 17. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
17.
It's amazing.
The big 1-7.
That's all I got. Happy birthday.
Learn.
Listener Chris checked in on the chat and said that his wife's going through some things and wanted some prayers over her way. Not vague booking. She's got like lymphoma.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is sad, and we're thinking about you. And
Well, prayers up.
prayers up, y'all.
Yes,
Prayers
now
up.
I know what prayer's going up.
Right,
They're
exactly.
Up there.
They're up there now.
That's it.
Rafe.
No notes.
Scott.
Well, happy birthday to Moon's daughter. And if you have an account at vaguebook.com, make sure to follow King Scott Rules.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. We leave you with a selection for our Teamers Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Farmington, Missouri, Susie Jennings.
Yes, Suzanne.